Hello?
That's
Hello?
sad.
Hello? Yeah, I'm about to talk shit about all
Oh,
the,
yes.
about all your trash build orders, bro.
Let me change my stream category.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
How did your Dota 2 game go, Mr. Nero?
We died. I was playing with WP gang, but it was Indo and then 3 WP people I'd never met before. So it wasn't like Zaddy and Fuquan and them.
Wasn't the carries.
No.
I see. Unfortunate.
Okay, we're backseating Apoptosis is the title.
Yeah, feel free. How's your finger doing, my friend?
I'm running no bandage right now. It's not actively bleeding on the keyboard, and the shape of my finger has returned to normal.
Jesus, you really did a number on it.
Well,
didn't you?
it cut like a wedge out of it. It wasn't just like...
Yeah. Did you potato peel it, or did you like skewer it? Was there a shaving of Neuro that we could have deep fried? Is my question.
First of all, that's kind of gross, but you probably could have.
Okay, just checking. I just want to make sure I understand the wound as much as I can. You know.
Yeah. It's a brand new potato peeler, and I did a PSA video. It's on my YouTube channel. It's like 3 minutes, and I got some really good tips in the chat that you're supposed to peel toward yourself rather than away so you don't get your fingers. So good pro tip there. But I've grown up and I've peeled a whole bunch of potatoes just helping out in the kitchen with family.
You're supposed to peel towards yourself?
No, nobody does this, but yeah, it's what the pros
Nobody does that. You're going to get potato peel on you.
Right,
It's
but
just gonna,
you're
like,
not going to cut
accumulate.
yourself.
Towards you?
Yeah, well, that's
Why
what
the
people
fuck
are
would you
trying to
do
tell
that?
Neuro. That's what people are trying to tell Neuro. We're all three of us are a part of the peel away from you clan.
Bruh.
It's a potato
It's
peeling
like-
debate.
It is strange because you're not supposed to cut things towards you. Now that is sound and reasonable logic there. I follow that. But not peeling away from you?
No, you grip
strange.
you grip the thing at the top and then you peel downwards.
You
Right,
peel
why the
towards
fuck-
you.
I peel away from me. Down. Away.
Down. Oh,
Not
so
towards.
how are you
Yeah.
holding this potato? What's going
Like-
on?
Like in front of me and then I peel away. Down. Like on an angle.
Oh, like this. Okay. Yeah. Like you're peeling it for. Okay, I got it. Hell no, you don't peel towards yourself. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Yeah, I can't imagine because I peel over the trash can.
In
to
any
just get
case, the
potato
issue
peeling
is
thing.
this potato peeler, and I inspected it after, is some ninja military grade shit. I don't know if you've heard of Ryu Hayabusa, Ninja Gaiden, those games.
Yeah, of course.
This potato peeler is one of his weapons.
Oh,
It's that sharp. I have no idea why it needs to be that sharp. Because you have like the full range of
Peel.
what?
to peel. I mean, I
It's
guess.
fucking peel.
It's to peel potato skin.
You're asking
I mean-
a question. That's the answer.
That's true. They often
peel
say
it.
that you cut yourself much more. You're much more likely to cut yourself with a dull knife, right? Isn't that the conventional wisdom? Because
says
it's
that?
Yeah,
catch weird,
No, wouldn't it be because like you're actually struggling with it, so there's more.
and you have
likely
to
that
put
when you
more
cut-
force.
Yeah, and when you cut
Right.
down and you go through it, it bounces like it ricochets, whereas a sharp knife will go right through.
I don't know the potato peeler wisdom though. I'm not up to date. I'm not up to speed.
Is there a up a tree
We watch it.
picture?
Handsome Sal picture.
I need a handsome Sal picture so they can put him on so we're all backseating.
There we go. If a robber walks in while you're peeling potatoes, you can fight them off with it. That's And you also have a potato.
Back up! I'm gonna stab you with my peeler.
I mean, he just has to show him. Hold on a second. Let me show you pictures of the wound that I just sustained last week, and you may rethink this interaction. And then you pull out your phone and you show them pictures.
Okay, I got a Sal picture. Sal's gonna love the
Fantastic.
one that I chose.
Oh, is it the couch Sal? Please. be
If
the
it's couch,
Sal.
I'm fucking.
Oh, please.
You're fucking what?
I'm out.
You're out.
He's
I
out.
got
Oh, it
bullied
is.
all fucking day, bro. Come on. I'm here to bully, not be bullied.
Okay.
This is
Well,
Couch.
bullshit.
I'll put it on, and then you can decide if you think it's.
Nah, that's fine. You can do it. It's okay.
It's not the couch one.
Yeah, I don't remember what having friends was like anyway. That's cool.
Okay, so we go to this scene, and we have Apoptosis's computer, and then we add image. Sal Lemao. Okay, browse for the file. Found it. This is the right folder. Whoa, not that folder. Okay, this folder.
Whoa,
whoa,
not that
whoa! Wow,
not
it's so
that
big.
Sal folder, not that Sal folder.
Whoa,
Buddy.
is
Okay.
that just big?
Okay, we need to flip this one.
Yikes!
Transform.
Nice. That's perfect. Look at me.
Flip horizontal. Nice.
Stream is
That's how I feel every time I see you build roaches.
He's
Me?
like, why?
Yeah,
He's like,
look
come
at
on,
that
buddy.
face.
No, he's talking about me. So we played in the
Oh.
No,
pick
both
any
of
map
you.
Psystorm thing, and I think I roached him every game except for game 1.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
early game cheeky roach builds, but like you get your roach horn instead of a bane nest, and you hit a roach timing instead of a ling bane.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like I've made a showing of early roach shenanigans. I don't know. I'm wavering in my faith of it, though. Many Terran openers are just so good versus it nowadays.
That's why it's a gimmick.
Sad.
Didn't
Yeah,
I
know.
tell you that ages ago though?
Probably. All right, we're playing a ZVP on Pride of Alteris.
Did you know that Sal has a superpower of any time he's watching a Zerg stream hoping for a ZVT?
Bro, it's actually
a Protoss?
bullshit.
Is it really? I mean,
Yeah, man,
90
dude, I watched
Yeah.
her for like an hour and a half the other day, and I was like, all right, they kept Uno Mas, and this man couldn't hit a Terran.
Oh,
It was
wow.
illegal.
No, actually, the first game of the day was a ZVP as well, so definitely there's more Protosses on the ladder these days, you know?
Where the fuck did you get this picture from?
I don't know, but I
I
kinda
just
like
googled UpATreeZelda.
No.
it. Is that really? Did you really?
Yes. Is it not you?
Oh, that's incredible.
That's
him, for
clearly,
sure.
That is clearly my
100% that's him. But
It's a
why
good
is it-
beard. Do you think this is a good picture, chat? Look at this. A Twitch viewer one is wanting to say
Oh my
thirsty Sal
goodness.
things. They're thirsting for this
UpATreeZelda
man.
on Twitter.
He's getting cannoned.
Goodness. So what do you like to do here?
Nidus
Nero?
the fuck
'Cause
out of them. Pretend to defend.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. Okay. I wait to see if it's real, and then what kind of cannon it is. Can
I
you
always
finish
put
it?
2 drones on the probe immediately.
Okay, I mean he's not doing anything, so I don't know. This looks like a low ground forage.
If it was a fake and they let the pylon finish, you'd love to see it.
I mean he's okay. He is going gateway.
Their name is Happy. That's adorable. You can
He's
also
actually
just
not even. He's not put cannons down yet. I just want to make a note of this. There's a cannon, so I think I'm just gonna go roaches. I'm gonna go roaches.
But the Roach is not a good unit. The Ravager is.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go roaches so that I can go ravagers. Now you see the play. And he is going low ground. Okay, so this is what we call a greedy Gary. Full wall off. Still made the gateway on my side of the map for some reason. Not quite sure why that is. And I think he just realized that he can't get out of his base. So there's that as well.
This single curl of hair transports lots of Italian characteristics. We're really analyzing this image. I picked a good one.
Oh, he actually killed the drone. Jesus.
Instant layer right away. No?
Okay. Yeah, sure, can.
Because I like having the multi-threat of, yes, you can make some Ravagers, like 3, and you start popping vials on stuff, but then you're also getting your Ling speed sneakily, and you're getting ready for a Ravager Nidus. Or you can just kill the stuff and expand.
Well, my concern at this moment is that he might actually have a... Because he's already has a Cybernetics core done, so if he's got a Stargate on the way, I don't think I will outrace him here.
Yeah.
So let's go look.
Man, I shouldn't have done this. I've Googled my name now, and
Oh,
I'm
that
just
seems-
having a fucking time looking at all of these pictures right now. They're so old. I didn't even know half of these were here.
Man, I had. There's the heckin' worst picture ever taken of me, and it's my Team Liquid picture for Starcraft.
Nice.
The
I don't even
actual-
have one.
It was the worst lighting possible. They went and they adjusted
Right.
it. They were like, "This is he's too well lit. We gotta fuck this up." So they fucked it up, and it was after I was running from doing an interview to try to figure out where my next match was gonna be, and then they wanted to take pictures of everybody who was there. So I ran back there. So I'm like all flushed and red from running from place to place, and poorly
Nice.
lit, and my hair is fucked up. It's just like the worst neuro picture possible.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Drone your base, dude. What? You got one base.
This is EVP though, right? Yeah.
Constant Queens. Let's go. 100% uptime. There we go. We're in business.
Okay, well, GG. Guess he
I
didn't
can't-
make a Stargate. Okay, then. Oh, he did. It's just not... He maybe could have held this. I don't know. Huh. Well, that was a weird game. I don't understand this. He shouldn't have made a gateway on my side of the map. I don't think he expected to get this up. That's my concern. What? Props to Neuro for the immediate Nidus call.
It's better. The just Ravager only is more of a submissive choice, and if you do break out of the contain, then they can just defend with Void Rays and you do nothing with the Ravagers. But if you Nidus them, you have a kill opportunity, or you force them to invest in a bunch of defense all around their bases. And then you can eventually
He made
break out.
double gateway Forge Cyber. Yeah, interesting one. All right.
Thank you for
Well-
confirming that, Demonicist.
Do you guys rename your replays?
No.
Really? Okay.
Not every replay.
I've tried to get in the habit of renaming everyone. I'm not great at it. It's Zerg Girl. It's Kathy. All right.
What is?
The opponent.
The player I'm playing right now.
Happy? Oh, we're playing Kathy?
Kathy. Yes, Kathy.
Yeah.
So Kathy's Lingbane is pretty good. And
Great.
she
I'm gonna play
often
two
will
base
go
Roach.
she'll often go Hatchcast pool and then turn on the Jets for some Lingbane aggression.
Alright, I get to watch both of these streams. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
No spoiler though. Sorry, you're building roaches, so I wouldn't spoil anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna go two base Roach. I've just been doing it every single map so that I can learn the build. Though arguably this is one of the worst maps for it, I think. Being backseat. Big pog.
Did either of you look at the Team Liquid map contest maps?
I looked at them
No. I'll do
very
it now.
small amounts. Very, very little. But yes, I did look at them.
No, I still don't have a fucking Wikipedia page. Did you know that?
What?
What?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Does SC2
Yeah.
birthdays even wish you a happy birthday?
No, fuck. Nobody cares.
They don't wish me a happy birthday either. But
Dude,
you're-
you get wished a happy birthday every day.
That's true, but not by them. I actually got wished a happy birthday today.
It's absolute shit, dude.
You made your own Liquipedia page, chicken? There you go. Take it into your own hands, buddy.
The chicken man?
Don't
Yeah.
don't
You
wait
need
for
to
the
open up a
slow.
fucking third stream here? Jesus.
Well, he's not streaming, I don't think, right now.
No. He's in your chat.
He's browsing.
Yeah, but you can see my
yeah,
chat
yeah.
above my head if you see my stream.
Oh,
Or
wait.
if you're in
really?
Neuro stream.
Oh, yeah, there
I have
it
it
is.
right here.
Okay.
It's right here.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Neuro's decisive comments have given me the confidence to yell random, unhelpful phrases toward apoptosis.
Oh, good. Okay, good. This is what I need. This is why I'm here.
We're gonna check the integrity of his wall.
My wall?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have made the links. Oh well, we'll go use them. Never mind. I should have made the links. Fantastic.
What?
Kathy.
She 12 pools.
She's
Or is it
12, 11
13-12?
even. No, there's no expansion.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to buy time for the queen. Let's get her metabolic boost. She doesn't want to take a trade. That's fine with me.
Spine at the top of the high ground creep.
Yep.
Instant Baneness, yeah, nice.
That's rather unfortunate.
Apop, where the fuck is your mic located?
Huh? Over
Where's
here?
your... Like...
I'm kind of busy at the moment, buddy.
He's getting actively cheesed, and Sal's trying to help him with audio troubleshooting.
Hold on, my friend, please. Just a moment. Did you take an
We're not just
expansion
gonna
yet?
backseat your
Nope,
Zerg
keep
play,
going.
dude.
You told him to ask me? Oh, bro. All right. He's only a boy.
GG, Kathy. Well played.
Or do you want me to tell you what to do?
Sure.
Go to the thing. Go to the moment when the ling speed kicks in, and I will show you.
If it is have your queens on the ramp, then...
It's not just that, but it's also that.
Okay.
Hold position is the
Okay.
most powerful button against this build. And you want to use that for not just
I
the
didn't
queens.
get my queens in the spot in time.
Yeah, the lings that you make that help your queen get to the ramp, that's their only job. And aside from that, what
Okay.
you want to do is pre-split and hold position them. Just in front of the queens in kind of a slapdash whatever fashion. You don't want to ever A-move them because you're going to have Banes running in anyway. And you're not going to have speed, so you don't have the luxury of like box click 2 links, right click a Bane. You just don't have that option. So they're, by doing this nasty cheese, forcing higher tech than you way earlier than you're going to have. So basically your lings are just a temporary buffer for your queens to get to the ramp and your spine to finish at the top of the ramp in your main. So you're, pause here, slow down. Now it matters. Okay, you went past it. So the shit's coming in. Your queens should be hold position, hopefully kind of upper positioned on the ramp, but if you just want to hold them when you can. And then look at your money right now. It should go into another queen in the main. That's the most important thing because your queens are going to die. It's just about buying time. The lings buy time for the queens buy time for the spine and your tech. So
you hold 12-11 the same you hold 13-12?
Yes. The only difference is they're more committed to damage with this, and they're going to hit a little bit earlier and sharper. But the broad strokes of your defense are the same. Is lings are trash, spines are god, queens are god, and hold position is the golden button. So the queens hold position, you pre-split your lings, hold position those. The spine finishes behind the queens die, the spines kill the Banes, your tech finishes, and you win.
Got it. Okay, nice. So, out of curiosity, before I leave this replay, let me ban someone real quick. Yes, I did get beat by a girl. She's most excellent at the game of Starcraft 2 and happens to be a really good friend of mine. Let's say they go for, okay, I'm just going to kill your natural and then go back to my side of the map and expand so that they're just a little bit ahead of you there. Do you just go for same thing except for just expand when you can kind of deal?
Yeah, generally you're going to have an opportunity to get a creep tumor at the top of your main or at the bottom ground with the natural. Whenever you have a leftover queen and the pressure is off, you re-creep that, retake the base. Because during this whole time you've been mining more. So you've had a larva advantage. They got a temporary larva advantage after they kill your natural if they do so. But then you're still just ahead. So even if in this situation you lose both queens and all your lings and your base, but you save all your drones, you're totally fine.
Got it.
You're just in a scuffed
Nice.
macro game. Yep.
That's great because I will, as you can see, I have a very loose idea on 1211. So appreciate it, Mr.
It's not
Neural.
popular anymore. There was a time
Really?
like
Because I feel like I see it still a lot. It was all the rage, but you don't hit it anymore where you're at?
not really, no. It
Now,
used
I'll
to be.
unban you people, but you gotta chill. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Where's Sal? Did he leave?
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
here.
We started talking about ZVZ and he's.
Oh yeah, I was shitposting in Kathy's chat.
Oh,
Good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, actually she was asking when the next time it's here is, so probably Dreamhack Atlanta. You boys going to Dreamhack Atlanta?
when is that?
November?
November. People plan that far out in advance?
That's way too
Well,
far.
I mean,
away,
it's
man.
been a while, my guy. Yep, I'm planning that far in advance, dude. I've got my
You're
bags
going?
packed. Fuck yeah, I'm going.
His toothbrush is
Yeah.
already in his bag.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, the borders are locked. I'm walking. I'm climbing over some mountains. Let's go.
Just make your way here, and we'll smuggle you into our car.
I'm
Or better
fucking
yet,
doing it.
Neuro and we can go up north. And well, I guess if the borders are locked, we can't.
He's
If I
an
have
East
to,
Coast
they'll
Canadian,
fucking
though.
mail me, dude. They'll put me in a goddamn box, tape it up, and ship me. That's what they're gonna do. I'm going.
Have you ever seen those videos of people doing that?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine that's what I'll have to do.
People
to do my
actually
research.
ship themselves?
Yeah,
100%.
somebody shipped themselves from like Europe somewhere to like Los Angeles overnight. So it was like a 2-day adventure. But yeah, they just shipped themselves in a giant box. Like they don't open it. What are they gonna do? Like, how are they gonna know unless you start yelling or something? Like,
Would that cost more or less than the flight?
oh, definitely less. Definitely less. This was another moment where the joke sounded better in my head than on paper. I'm glad that you've taken note of these two situations. Okay, 5.1k Protoss on Beckett.
All right,
No
let's do
Terrans
it.
yet.
Fuck, man. ZVP, bro.
Oh, I wonder if this is the DMer.
Are we building queens and walking across the map?
Probably. But we'll see what the game looks like.
Shipping plus oxygen cylinder is less than flight. I would think that there's oxygen in the cabin where the plane is holding the box, and the box is not
Yes.
airtight.
Yes, to both of those. At least the one thing that I saw. I don't think they vacuum seal in the boxes, but
Imagine
What
if
do I
they
know?
did.
Yeah, they just put an extra level
You
of
just
tape
in the
around
box,
all the
they're
edges.
Like, you know what? We need to vacuum seal his box.
that would be bad.
Oh no!
That would be bad.
Wait, you bought a new mic?
Me?
Yeah. What'd you buy?
Who the fuck is telling Chicken Man? Stop! Get out of his chat, or stop telling him about microphone stuff.
What did
I
you
bought
do,
a wave.
man?
I bought a Wave 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
Thank
Why does
you.
it sound the way it does?
I don't know. What does that mean, Sal?
Oh, I have a question, bro. Do you think it's because you have a condenser microphone 50 feet from your face?
It's definitely not 50 feet, Sal.
I can't see it. It's not close.
All right, there.
That's so much better.
I just can't see half my screen, but that's
No,
okay.
you put, okay. Listen,
We weren't
I'll-
winning games anyways, boys.
Put it down more.
No, yeah, no. I'll teach you how to do it right after. Okay. Listen.
Okay.
But for now, as like a
Here,
code,
you know
like
what?
a
I'll
code
go
of
like
shame.
this. I'll go like this.
Yeah.
like this.
No. That's a better way, man.
Okay,
That's
I'm
not-
being cheesed again, boys. Can what are we doing here, boys?
We're backseat gaming his whole life.
You
Do the
already
same thing.
sound so much better. At least you'll
Okay,
lose in
good.
high definition. Man.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
I'm glad too.
Oh, I didn't cancel it. Oh god.
It's okay. Make a queen from
Oh,
there.
and he.
Make a queen from there. It's fine. You're gonna gain value from this. Make queen and links. Kill the pylon at the second base. Use the drone to kill the pylon.
You helped too.
Chat's like, holy shit, that sounds so much better.
We're backseat gaming Apoptosis' life from
Jesus
7 different
Christ.
angles. Actually, I need to move my camera so you can see all 3 of us.
I'm now actively looking at your overlay for other things to nitpick too. It's great. What else we got? I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
Jesus Christ.
This opponent is currently leveraging barcode value for doing a really scuffed cheese that almost no one does. Barcode players have a 69% increased chance of being cannon cheesers or battlecruiser players. Buy different groceries, do push-ups better.
How many subs would it cost to get Sal every day? Jesus, there's not enough subs in existence.
In the whole world?
In the whole world.
Really?
What?
No, there definitely is. I would have you on anytime you want, buddy. You know that.
Imagine if it was like $1,000 a day addition for each of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, guys, come on over. I'll give you your $500 stipend or whatever we're talking.
This is the Montian level of bait. Where you're like, I wouldn't do it for $1,000. And he's like, really? Here you go. Now do it.
Here you go.
Here you go, buddy.
Works for me.
Monty's been trying to get me to play Alien Isolation for like the last 2 months. Every once in a while, he'll pop in, give me $200 and say, play it. And I'm like, fuck you. Absolutely not. I remember the last time, okay? Maybe play Outlast 2. Oof. Sometimes I wake up and I from like cold sweats.
And that's how I got the budget Montian treatment, where he paid a decent bit for me to play Outlast 2. I never would have played that game otherwise.
Bruh. You know how he got me to play that, right? Did I tell you?
Heaps of money.
No. This fucker was smarter than that. Smarter than that. I was like, because this time I wasn't going to say an amount of money, because he got me to play Outlast 1 with a value of money, and that traumatized me so fucking bad. I was like, I won't do it. I won't do it. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, you know, how about you buy me this fucking $2,500 camera and I'll do it. And he's like, you'll get it tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, no! But it was too late. I signed the ink. I signed on the dotted line and I inked it. And there was no hope. He got me. And so, in extremely high definition with low light, I streamed that game and cried.
Was it spooky?
Oh, bro. I hate scary games. It's like, I
do too.
don't
Sal,
like
I hate scary games too. I hate scary movies and I hate
LS2
scary games.
Outlast 2 was terrifying.
Okay, this just smells like a...
Just walk the queens. Like, what are we doing? We gotta build.
You can't do it yet. You gotta. There's a method to it. All right.
Are we building queens at every base?
He's doing the 66.
Are we on vacation?
What do you mean? Am I on vacation? I'm trying to drone.
Hatcheries are not building queens.
He's been supply blocked for the past 2 minutes, dude. It's fine.
Oh, bro.
Look at the top right.
Yeah, you're pulling a Sal. It's fine. Don't worry. Just walk the queens again. You're still not building queens.
I can't walk the... I am building queens. Sal, do you see these little white dots on the hatchery, Sal? That means there's a queen building at each of them, you motherfucker.
You just started another queen. Don't lie to me.
No, I did not. How is this one halfway done then, Sal? How is this one halfway done? How is this one halfway done then?
The one at the natural. You were bitching about it, and then I looked
also
at the
almost
natural,
done.
and you're like,
also
oh,
almost
shit.
done.
I'm gonna say
also
it's
almost done,
literally
Sal. Also almost done.
Oh, fuck me, man. It's all right. It's okay. We're coping. We're fucking coping. It's fine, dude. Did you know that you can overdose from coping?
I know you can. I've seen it.
I'm not coping, man. I have hope for you. I'm on full hopium.
I'm on hopium too.
We're gonna be 6 queens short for our queen walk.
No, we're not. We're really good. We're in a good spot.
Oh, we're in a grand spot.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, it's triple Stargate, Great Scout. You can choose to queen walk this, or you can rush Viper.
No, we can't queen walk it. We're short 6 queens.
We're definitely queen walking. We're 100%.
Right.
We're queen walking.
Okay, we're queen walking.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Sal said hopium, dude.
Do you see how I
gotta respect it? What? I was gonna do it already, Sal.
Oh, okay.
He started this match with the intention of queen walking.
Right.
That's what Zerg does.
I got the Oracle. Nice. Okay, but where's his third? That's all I want to know.
You need to make like 8 overlords.
That is true.
Yeah, they took the high ground third base. They can partially wall that off.
Yeah.
Where's the 4th base?
Not up yet.
Are they new? Yeah, the 3 of us are brand new. We're actually Dota 2 streamers just trying to try out this game called Starcraft 2.
Do you think it's any good?
Nah.
I don't know if I'll keep playing it.
Game
Oh,
sucks,
okay.
boys.
True. Very astute. Do you think Microsoft probably wasted their money then?
Probably.
Hive, Viper, Hive, Viper.
I don't have an infestation pit now.
Do you think that maybe the solution to that is building an infestation pit?
This was such a bad idea. I regret this so much.
But you have more shit.
It does
Attack
not
him.
matter in the slightest.
Well, you can't win if you don't attack. You have way more shit than this guy.
Do you see how much static defense is here? That it doesn't matter. I have to get through it, and I lost my. Jesus Christ, Sal! I hate you so much. I actually fucking hate you. You're actually such a toxic fucking player, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's fucking toxic, dude.
You're so toxic, bro.
It's all right, man. Streamer's chat is a reflection of the streamer. So
Is this better now?
What's that?
People were complaining that Sal was blocking the minimap, so I made Sal occupy half the screen.
As I was getting more mauled too.
Yes.
Great. This expression on my face perfectly matches this game, actually.
It's a bit of a scuffed one.
Well, you left your queens there to die. Like I don't.
I will fucking end you, Sal.
In game.
Die, bro.
I'll see you in Atlanta, buddy. I'll see you in Atlanta, buddy.
That in a video game was way too late, my dude.
That wasn't
Twitch
late.
is gonna have your ass. He waited. There was a pause. It was
I wasn't
a
the one who
long
said shit.
pause.
What's that?
No.
What was too late? I missed it.
Wait, who was the one that said in a video game? Was it Neuro?
I said in game.
Oh, okay.
No, I stand by what I said. I stand by it.
That's saying double down. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Your mic sounds good though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we do have some time. Do you want to adjust? How should I do this?
No. Let's fix it after.
Okay.
I know it's tough for you. You know.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know very much. You know a lot.
Well, I mean. Okay.
You can resume after 1 second.
No, I mean, like, you know, all the streamers you frequent, they all have their mic like directly in front of their face, and then you're like, you know where I should put this mic? In the next room over. I think that might be.
It wasn't that far away. It wasn't that far.
I remember when Sal found me. My microphone was behind my monitor.
That's actually amazing.
And my monitor is far away.
Incredible.
It was a good like 7 feet from me. He was like, "Why can I hear your refrigerator? It's in the other room."
I remember when I think our toast was on Pilot Show and he was talking about this, like, so tell me, man, what mic do I need to get? Like, what do I need to do to sound good? And, you know, I've been trying to sound good. Everyone's complaining about the audio quality. I was like, have you tried putting the mic in front of your mouth? And he was like, oh, that's such a big difference. No kidding. Fuck. Who knew? Fuck me. Oh, we're playing again. Good. Yeah, everyone says that I'm like a fucking tech genius, but in reality, I'm like, can you just talk into your microphone?
Genius, sir. How are we supposed to know this?
Yeah, Chicken Man got this talk too. So many people.
I'm sure. Who was it? Oh, is it it's McCanning you always try to get to have a better mic, right?
I got him to do it. I
Did you
count
really?
that as a fucking win.
That
Yeah.
is
What did
pretty
he
big,
get?
actually.
I worked at that for years. You have no idea how hard that was to get.
What did he get?
He bought an MV7. He bought the little
right.
brother of your mic. No.
Actual game advice. Neuro, what would you do from this position?
Build queen.
Knowing that the game is in a scuffed state.
Make all queens. I would put 8 spores at your 5th and 8 spores at your 4th, so that if they move, you have some anchor to fall back on. That's where your mineral dump would be.
And then corruptor,
Over here, you mean.
And then you would make like 5 vipers, and they're gonna try to get for storm eventually. So you want to contest their 4th, 5th, and 6th bases with something cheap, and just roll fire upgrades for days.
Roll fire upgrades?
Spire
what do you mean?
upgrades for days.
Spire upgrades. Okay, we'll go double spire.
Because you're gonna want to eventually have like a 35 corruptor clump.
Okay.
And then you pull shit with the vipers. But we don't know if they're going carrier, colossus. It's probably carrier. They're playing the stoopty doopty.
They have some tempest already. I will say that much.
You're thoroughly enjoying this stream? Good, because it's at the expense of Apoptosis' sanity.
It's yeah, it's doing it.
Bro, it's so fun to be Twitch chat. Like, I get why people do it.
Twitch chat live.
Yeah. Cause like this is how Twitch chat makes me mauled. Like this is.
It's cathartic for Sal right now.
Yeah, it's like you guys are wondering like, how did I manage to succeed in triggering him so bad? It's because this is me.
Pull the workers from your natural to your 5th. You're over saturation.
Do you think our mistake was not vetoing Beckett?
No, this is a high win rate map for Zerg.
I like this map, yeah.
He was behind from the early game. It's not really a fair assessment.
Building infestors too.
Block natural into cannon 3rd into block natural.
Okay, I'm about to be maxed out. Would you leave a little bit of room, or what would you do here, Mr. Neural?
So, I would try to find some creative way of having less hydras, because that's not really what you want.
It's gonna be tough to have less hydras there.
You could contest one of their bases, or you could get a Nidus and then Nidus in their main whenever they try something.
Let's do it the Nidus option.
You gotta be ready to immediately build like max on corruptors right after.
Yeah, because what you would like to do here is get rid of all of your hydras in a glorious Nidus attack, and then you have Queen, Corruptor, Viper left over, and that's what you actually fight with. So they have Void Ray, Tempest, Carrier.
Yes.
And Storm.
Yes.
So Ultra Queen, Corruptor, Viper is good. You have double upgrades going. Great.
I do have infestors as well, but I'm getting to the maximum of where my hotkey usage can get to.
Yeah. If you just yeet the hydras into their main, then that would be a way they could go to Valhalla.
All right, to Valhalla, girls. Boys, I actually don't really know. Okay, I was unable to yeet them. They have a lot of stuff sitting around there. So I'm going to yeet them over here instead.
You just yeet them.
I'm going to yeet them.
Unable to yeet them, you just yeet. It's not a time-sensitive thing. They're pretty useless now, right?
Yep.
We use the microbial shadow shit. Is this like standard now? Is this meta?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's the only way that queens can fight carriers.
We went from being completely like it's such a shit spell to actually useful.
Well, we have to.
Well, it's still a shit spell actually. It's just we have to use it. or you can't ever make those units.
I would think like 3 to 5 ultras would probably be the right amount.
Do we do that for High Templar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ultras just shrug off Storm like it's nothing.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
You should take that upper left base too.
Hey, you can just transfer drones, can't you?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. That's fine. Probably want to build spores to replace those spores, though. More drones to replace the drones.
Oh, we're in a problem. Hold on. I don't have any overseers.
The mothership died to your spores.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Oh,
did.
it did. Okay, they took that base.
Uh-oh. Infestors! Where are the ultras?
Oh, God. My boy.
Oh man.
What
Despacito
happened?
plays.
Be free, my boy.
He's stuck
Be
between a
free.
roach horn and 2 evos.
Yep. Alright, we're slowly getting pushed in. It's a bad look.
Streamer, I
He's
think you should
refusing-
rearrange your furniture.
Yes. I think this is a good time to talk about it, too, actually.
Yeah.
Do you think if you brought the furniture closer to your mouth that it would work?
Probably.
What are we afraid of? We're gonna fight or what?
The storm.
Not while
is
there's
out of
that.
time.
Yeah.
We're just being bullied. It's illegal.
Yeah, he needs the ultras to cancel out the ground. His corruptors are pretty strong. He needs to make sure the upgrades are good. He's got 27 of them.
Can you imagine how sick Zerg would be if it had EMP?
Very
Holy
good.
shit. Yeah, we're just not fighting.
You can get him now, though.
No,
Adult.
he's...
Can pick up
He
the
leaves.
Tempest,
He
but
left.
yeah.
Aww.
The recall.
Boo.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I'd
need
play
to go
this person.
anchor that base. Okay, we do have a few ultras.
Should recreep before you leave. The right side of the map is now uncreeped. Watching Sal figure out why all the Zergs quit playing in real time is adorable. Yeah, well, if you're looking at the army that the opponent makes here, which is, I think, the best example, they have a pretty even mix of Carrier, Void Ray, Tempest, High Templar. And they can A-move this army, and they only have one spellcaster, which moves at about the same speed as the rest of the units. So it's one of the easiest armies to use in all of StarCraft, and it's also one of the most powerful. Zerg does have a counter army, but it's so bloated with 3 different kinds of caster units, air and ground, that both, like, they can't just A-move on their own. The corruptors need to focus fire the key vessels, so you have to right-click those. It's definitely a pain in the ass mechanically.
Yeah, I disagree on the premise that it's the easiest, like one of the easiest. I think the easiest army to control would be the Proxy Void Ray army, where they build Void Rays, and then they're like That's the whole thing. That's the whole story. They just build Void Rays. It's good shit.
So we are at this point. This is almost just an exercise in how to do this because we are effectively dead.
Yeah, this opponent, I faced them before. They don't end games. They kind of just wound you, and they go to a base, kill it, recall, and they keep doing that until you decide to leave.
Yeah.
Which is either the most cautious and scared way to play, or griefing.
I mean, we could take this.
Yeah, we can. The issue is the amount of static defense they have. My army can't really kill that, so we need to get to broods.
And he needs to just convert his half of the
these
map into
bases.
spores. Because we're now in a starvation stage where almost all the bases are mined out. There are like 2 good ones left.
Mm-hmm.
So the mineral bank should eventually all be spore. Maybe a couple
he
spines.
is taking that base. So he has taken that side.
Yeah, I mean, we can't let him have that, though.
Well, we might not get an option. My army is very chunky. Like, I don't have a lot of quick, fast units to go around places. So it is a pretty death ball. But we can try to contest it.
Yeah, I feel like if he gets it, we just die. Given the map size. And given the amount of bases.
Kill off the drones and make a 200 army.
Yeah, that's not ever happening.
That's called the
So,
Fist of
not-
Neeb.
Would you like to see what ZVP looks like, Sal? Because this is a real good, accurate demonstration of what it looks like, my friend.
Oh, man, that is a lot of cannons.
Yeah, that's just the first layer.
Dude. That's impressive.
We'll go show you exactly what it looks like. I mean, so what Neuro said is 100% true. This opponent could have just won at almost any point of this game if they decided to.
So this is actually the worst matchup in this game, for sure.
Oh, I'd like to think so.
This opponent is griefing. Like, for many other Protoss players, like, they would do a blink DT run by of 12 and they would kill his bases and he would eventually die. But they're, like, doing the bare minimum amount of harassment and activity on the map and just sitting at home. So, yeah. Yeah, but mainly it came down to the early game falling pretty far behind. They did a pro block the natural into cannon the third into pylon block the natural, which just meant that the business didn't come online until much later. In
Pro block the natural into cannon the third into, don't forget, pylon into gateway block the natural, my friend. Pylon gateway block. And the queen walk did absolutely dreadfully.
Okay,
So.
give me a Terran or I'm out. Let's go.
All right, here we go. It's a Terran. It's definitely not the same guy. Don't worry.
It is a Terran?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
Please, for fuck's sake.
It's a Protoss. I'm sorry.
No,
Sal is toxic.
come on!
Sal is toxic. The player. You're getting me sniped, Sal. Oh my
It's
god.
Gape.
Does that actually say Sal is toxic?
It's Kata.
Is it Kata?
It has to be.
It has to be. There's no other explanation.
It is.
That's actually so. That's high charge. Dude. Oh my god.
It's Kata.
Yeah, I should fucking reverse snipe this guy. Let's do it.
Nobody does the Carbot Zealot portrait with the saucy name except Kata.
Except Kata. You think it's him, eh?
Yes.
He was just in my chat. It's very possible.
Yeah, he was, and he's not saying shit now.
He's not saying anything.
Fucking busted, dude.
He doesn't stream cheat, but he snipes.
Oh, he's
he
sniping.
killed his Nexus. Yeah, okay.
Lol.
That's it.
Was it Kata?
Alright.
Kata, show yourself if it was you.
Show
It was
yourself.
absolutely him.
It had to have been him.
It had to have been.
Well
He's so
played.
dope.
Well
Come
played.
on.
Well
Give Terran.
played. We get
Let's
Terran.
go.
We get Terrans now. Of course it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, so for
Bravo,
the mic,
sir.
real quick, if you want to do the mic thing.
Yeah, let me cancel. Yeah.
Okay. So the correct way to do this for mics that are vertically based is you turn it 90 degrees on its side.
Turn it 90 degrees on its side.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's horizontal instead of vertical. That way you can see over it.
Oh.
And then you talk into the front of the capsule. Yeah, you angle
Yeah,
it.
hold on. I gotta like, like this?
Yeah, but you want to do it. Yeah, but you want to do it the other way so you can put the ass end of it out of your face. You want to be talking into the capsule part. The part with the dots where the air goes in. Yeah, you want to be talking into the part where the air goes in.
Yeah, I know where the dots are. Got it. I'm just checking.
Yeah. Okay, so now you want to turn the gain down because you're a little bit high. Because you have the gain.
Low?
Yeah, you want it so that the volume goes a little bit over the green into the yellow.
Okay,
actually,
let me look at
mid yellow
on a normal speaking volume.
Yeah, in obs. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. It is mid yellow. It is mid yellow right now. Should I turn it down a little? It's still a little high. Let me turn it down a little bit.
Let me listen to your stream though, because I don't know if Discord's just being stupid.
Could be.
No, you're good.
We're good.
Sorry.
All right.
Discord's being dumb. Yeah, you're good.
Thank you for the adjustment and the fix.
So
Sounds
do you want to
great.
know how I knew your mic was in the wrong place?
Yes.
Okay. Your mouse clicks were louder than you. And that's illegal.
Oh, it's the same guy. It's the same map. Oh, for God's sakes.
Which guy? Oh, the barcode guy? Oh,
yes. He's helping me with the microphone. Will you help him dye his hair? He dyed the hair and it looked great. He doesn't need my help.
The pink?
Yeah.
No, never again, bro.
Yeah, you were not a fan of that whole process, were you?
No, my scalp got burnt. My hair hasn't been the same.
It will. It'll take a long time, but it'll go back to normal.
Yeah.
But yes, bleach does burn, don't it?
Yeah, they left it in for way too long.
What matchup is
How
this?
long did they leave it in? It's the same. It's the same barcode Protoss.
Same Protoss?
Same
I have a pretty
Protoss.
sensitive
Yeah.
scalp, and they left it in for I don't know, maybe for like half an hour or something. I can't
30
remember.
minutes sounds about right. I might be able to take my natural here. No. Okay, I guess I
I
will.
really like the 16 pool against this kind of individual.
16 pool just to get
Yeah,
the.
just to place a bet that their standard mechanics of adept play is below par, and that they want to do something dumb with a forge in the beginning.
Hey, you see how Neuro sounds right now?
Yes.
That's how you sounded.
Ah. Really?
He's standing up right now. And his
Right.
mouth
He's
is-
He's very far away from his microphone.
This is me standing up. This is me sitting down.
Okay. Well, thank you for the adjustment.
No problem. Buddy.
And it's not blocking your screen?
When you also
Nope.
become a micro celebrity, you'll be you have me to thank. Okay?
I'll owe you. I'll owe you.
Yeah.
You got it. So a pylon looks bad, but we're gonna give it a go.
So when we queen walk this guy this time, do you think we'll have all of the queens that we need to win? Oh, never mind. This shit should be illegal, dude. They should have a jail just for this build order.
Okay, so it's Gate Forge, but I don't think they made their wall correctly, so they'll have to make a few separate things here.
Wait, what? I get up to do some push-ups and come back to this?
Yeah, this is wrong. I can't even poke fun. This is just painful.
Ooh, getting that probe is huge, actually, though. So this is actually still fine for us here.
The one cannon on the left can't even hit the hatch. In order to keep making queens through this. We walking,
He's just
fam.
gonna. He should just target the weekend crawler, right? No, he's just not there. He's experiencing cognitive decline. Oh no, he got it.
Is that Artosis what happened to a man? What? None of us look like Artosis.
Not even a little bit, bro. Have you considered getting your prescription checked?
Artosis may be a handsome man in his way, but it's a different way than us. Creep the front.
Survive.
The issue is I can't mine from this base right now.
That is a problem.
You can oversaturate your main short term.
Yeah.
Should still spend that larva in Overlord.
Do you think do you think you could have just built a faster third?
I am building a third right now.
People Neuro looks like, according to chat, Voltaire, Hummus Magician, Viking Sidekick, Orlando Bloom, Neil Patrick, Jason Newsted, Jack Sparrow, Daniel Day-Lewis, Boromir, my favorite of them all, Jesus. And wait, a AA battery?
Yeah. AA battery is my favorite for sure.
Sid the Sloth. Like from Ice Age?
Yes.
Bruh. Is it wrong to say I see it? It's like you have the same. It's not like you have the same facial structure. It's a cheeky grin. You have the same cheeky grin that he has.
Sid is a handsome sloth.
He actually like the way that they do it.
He's not
man.
making any more Stargate units. Is a point of clarity here.
But where is that? Who called you Sid the Sloth? Oh man.
A concerned viewer.
A concerned viewer. No.
We need Oracle
Screamer, I
protection
am
at the
concerned.
natural.
We have a sport.
Bon appetit.
Didn't have one at the main though, so I lost a good amount of drones. Chances this becomes a charge lot all in. Out
No,
of 10.
it's gonna be Sky Toss, man.
He stopped making Stargate units though for a little bit. I don't
To
know.
be able to afford 2 more Stargates.
All I
You
want
think
is
so?
to watch a Terran.
All right,
So
all right,
it's gonna
all right,
be,
all right.
it's gonna be fucking. I know.
They don't have
No
a
third
third.
base. Yeah, no third. That's why I'm suspect of it. I'm suspect.
Do you have a lair?
Nope.
Oh. There's the third.
Are we queen walking?
Man, we have such a wounded setup right now.
I was gonna say because we're not making queens, so I don't.
We're trying to overlord and drone right now.
But we're having a hard time, Sal. We're having a hard time.
But I see we have 300 minerals and 2 hatcheries to make queens. Do you think that?
We don't have supply to make it though.
Do you think that perhaps building an overlord? Fuck.
Kata, I'm down for
Yeah,
getting
they're
practice
going-
at some point.
They're going Robo into Gateway.
They're doing the same thing, dude.
I do not think they're doing the same thing,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I think the robo
This
is
is
for an
co-
observer. They
This
did
is
make
cope.
like 4 random immortals just to put into their army comp.
They made it after the ultras though,
Hmm.
so that would make sense.
Thank you, Zio.
I would think.
No, Nero's handsome as fuck. I was just talking about the cheeky smile. He had the grin. The grin is. I don't know.
It's timeless, like Ice Age.
Yes, exactly. An instant classic, if you will.
My vote would just be to cheese a hive. like super early. Yeah, you're taking gases at the 4th. Just infestation pit. Insta. Queen, 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 queen. Queen. Too beefy to be Sid.
Hey, Sid's pretty jacked now. Come on, guys.
I was skinnier when I started streaming at the very beginning. I had one of those willpower rolls today where it was all misty and cloudy and cool. And I was like, I should run today. But I want to stay inside and be cozy and do DJ and shit. No, I should run, dude. Don't run. It's misty outside. But I ran anyway.
That's
Good
discipline
man.
for you. I like these queens. Are we gonna build more queens?
They have about 6 gateways. That's just in their main.
Charge that
Twilight, 7. Yep, looks like it.
with Storm. Get a Spire. You could maybe, if they don't punish you, hit a quick Broodlord.
Okay.
But you'll probably need Roach Ravager if they were stream cheating and heard that. Shout out to
So I'll need Roach Ravager is what you're saying.
Yeah, to not die on your way to Brood. Shout out to the stream cheaters who have the stream open and give us viewers. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, look, here they come.
Oh, is this guy a stream shooter?
It's difficult
Unknown.
to tell.
Oh, he has to do so little.
They play in with the play style where it would be a higher chance than if they like did attacks.
Damn, that is some good gameplay right there, man.
Need a flank for this for sure.
Yep, I got 2 out.
There's respread the creep. He's off. He's gone.
Well,
to
if
the right.
he's still there, that's gonna be.
He's not. He's off to the right. Nice, cheeky bastard. He's definitely playing this differently than last time, though.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the game flow, no. In terms of the unit comp, yes. The game flow is exactly the same. Primarily passive, sitting at home, building up a bunch of static defense, not actually committing to attacks.
Right.
They just pivoted from 3-star Gate Void Ray into gateways and a robo. Run, then get cozy and do degen shit. Yeah, everyone has limited energy, so you can't be expected to be lifting in the gym for 42 hours a day. Spore didn't root at 3rd, that's his 4th, but yeah. Then one thing to watch out for would be if they pivot back into air. You want to make sure you have a bunch of queens and stuff. Yeah, they already have Tempest out. Why is Sal's photo judging you? Why do you feel judged by his photograph?
My photo is judging you because we're still getting Protoss. Fuck. It'll be a happier photo when we play against a Terran. I'll have an opinion. That isn't build more queens. On that note, have we considered building more queens?
I have no supply to do
capped.
That's unfortunate. I heard queens were like the Tempest of Zerg.
Can you see a quick flex of the bicep? Ooh, that's gonna be a Twitch Prime minimum for that one.
Are you gonna push them to your OnlyFans next, bro? Come on.
Scammed.
Oh God.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. This is going okay though, right?
No,
Not really.
behind.
Well, and we killed some units, and he's backing up.
No, he
Yeah,
needs
that
to make
doesn't
something
really
happen
matter.
with the timing. The Protoss is getting free mining of their bases.
Right.
This opponent plays Starcraft like it's teamfight tactics.
Ah. Based?
0 micro. It's all about which units you make compared to their units. And then you send them. But then you actually don't send them. You just posture.
It says 51, right? 5180. Wonder who this is.
Here you go.
See, any Protoss is playing on Beckett right now.
Do you think it's Zest? No. If it was Zest, he attacks with his units. That's the difference.
Yeah, I need like fungal. I need like Infestor Viper control for this to beat the army that he has. I am not capable of that. I could try though.
Recall? Is that what's happening right now?
Mm-hmm.
That disappointed him.
Exactly the same shit. Check their win rates real quick, if you don't mind. He's lagging. He's sitting very still in his chair with his eyes closed in a moment of meditation. Of things that have been and things that are yet to come. Actually,
I accidentally muted my Discord. My stream has been for some reason on Twitch's end just like freezing and disconnecting at random times.
It's your internet because we're
No, my
getting
OBS is dropping 0 frames right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got 0% drop. This happened to me yesterday, and this happened to me the day before. So it has to be something on Twitch's end. I don't know what it is.
0 drop frames, but sometimes you distort on our end too. What's your call quality like? That's so weird.
My call quality right now is 59 ms.
Yeah, is it like the green bars or the
Yeah,
red
it's the
bars?
green bars. It's the
Okay,
green
yeah,
bars.
history fine.
59 ms is very good.
Yeah, interesting.
Or it could be that Neuro's player just kind of lagged a second.
No,
You
on my
refresh,
end,
it-
you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it could just be on your side there.
I'm
Nero. Just
refreshing. Hang on.
Classic.
Okay, looking great. LOL. Look at this. 70, 62, 72 win rates.
Oh, so it's Smurf for sure.
It's absolutely a Smurf, yeah. They're probably
or they're on their way up, guys. Protoss just clicked in for them, and their barcode account, they just figured out the matchups, and now they're on their way to GSL.
they play the most boring style that has ever been invented for Protoss.
Yeah, I simply wouldn't want to play Protoss for that fact.
They don't have to play this way. They choose to do this.
I know. But it is.
But it wins, Apoptosis.
You could use a warp prism to accomplish things in the video game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cue one more, and if it's not a
Cue
Terran,
one
I'm going
more.
to bed.
Okay.
He said that
Right.
like 8 times now, but
No, fuck it. We're sticking with it.
okay.
Do we go for the duck? Do we go for the dodge, or do we not respect them? Oh, they're offline, so I can't.
No,
see
you
them.
can beat them. Just open 16 pool.
All right.
The early game, you lost in the early game every time.
Nero, don't give away our strategies.
They can't metagame that. They don't have mechanics.
Wow, that might be the most BM thing I've ever heard you say.
They don't
It's a
do
Terran.
stuff with their units.
Oh, it's Kata again.
True.
Oh, it's
So
Kata
it's okay.
again, though.
Oh, that's fucking toxic.
It's
That's
Kata
it.
again.
How do I refund? I gotta. Are we fucking serious? Is he playing Terran though?
Yeah, he is playing Terran though.
Is it Enema Feast?
Yes,
He always
that's
has weird,
that's one of
gross
his
names.
accounts.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
That's my boy.
Chat, I
Attaboy,
apologize
Kata.
for my saucy take. It's just painful for me to watch that kind of gameplay. It's not interactive or fun. And they're a player
Painful to play it.
who could work on using units that have like mechanics. Their ability to take bases and build static defense, I'll give them a 10 out of 10. Their ability to recognize when they're ahead and they can just kill a base in the game, it's very sad.
Man.
I mean, we got to give it to him.
Give what to them?
Got to go for the triple.
Wait, are we
Three
cheesing?
roach?
No.
We gotta do it.
I waited all this fucking time and you're gonna do this?
He doesn't know how to play Terran, Sal. Like he's actually has never played.
But he's
Terran,
gonna do his best.
So am I. This is my best. This is my highest win rate I got, buddy. Did you want to see a macro game? I just made a 16 pool. We could still just play a regular game.
No. You know what? You do it. It's fine. I feel like a deflated tire, but that's fine.
Did I deflate your tire, buddy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, it's probably not good. He's most likely just going for a 1 base anyways.
This picture of me is very accurate right now.
Is it? You just look so upset. Do you have a story behind this picture by chance?
Yeah, in the Twitter photo that it comes from, I'm in a mess,
Mhm.
like a sea of cables on the floor because I was
Oh.
redoing the.
Oh, I remember this picture.
Yeah,
Okay. I remember.
Bro, that was like
Yeah.
a 2-day affair.
Yeah, I
There-
don't know why
I-
I thought that he was gonna expand here.
I have a sobering number for you. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that if you took the cables in this room and you added them
Mhm.
all up and you totaled up how much they're worth, they're at least worth $2,000.
Oh, jeez.
At least.
That is sobering.
You're confused.
At
Do you
least-
think the Protoss is a Smurf or their mechanics are bad? So you can get pretty high level in StarCraft without having what would be considered conventionally good mechanics. Examples would be a lot of players can get to mid to upper GM with F2 and no camera hotkeys. You can technically do this.
Okay. Sorry.
What is this? This is this
He's
fucking
got-
guy. 3 racks?
He's going 3 racks Marauder.
He's
This is
metagamed
just
the
you,
Roach build. He knows how you play.
Ian has, dude. He's got me now, boys.
There's just one. This is one base though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he
Shit.
proxied, which
What
is
if
a very
it's Ghost Nuke?
well. I just scouted his whole base, so I'm gonna maybe go with. I don't think it is.
Maybe proxied the nuke though.
Oh, could be.
The Protoss player who was just faced multiple times could technically have good mechanics. However, if they did, they didn't pick any strategy or use any tactics that utilized them aside from using Stasis Trap on an Oracle one time. Protoss players who have really...
Whoa. He walked into the middle of the map and went home. That's big. Come on. Controlled an Oracle. He went from one place to the other, and we're going to give this guy shit.
Whenever I play a Protoss who I would say has good mechanics like Zest, by the time the second Adept has left my base, I'm 4 workers behind. And then the next Oracle shows up, and then I'm 6 workers behind. And the third base is taken, and then there's a gateway timing with a Stargate transition behind it. Like, they're able to attack, do stuff, and also macro at the same time.
Oh, I was absolutely trolling, but I agree. The guy is a bot. So close. Can't we just target fire the...
I didn't have link speed, so no,
but you
not
can
really.
do it with the queens.
The queens are Jesus Christ.
It's just one hit away. It's not...
Well, they're dead.
All right, we got
There
him.
you go.
Kata just invented a build.
Dead. If your opponent opens up lots of roaches, usually.
Dude, this was sick. If he had just proxied them, this would have been so much better. Good catch, good catch. Now we build drones, right? We
Any
don't build
fourth
roaches
basers
here.
in the chat?
We just drone. This is we drone here.
Sal, if you want me to backseat you, we can do that.
We can do that. If
You
keep
said
up-
yes to us backseating you.
Oh, fantastic. That's
You-
true, I did.
You were there.
I was there. Shh. I'm trying to make a point, Neuro.
What's the
Hey,
point?
you know what? I hear that point crystal clear
Yeah?
this time.
What is the
Yeah.
point?
I just hear it. I
Can
hear
you
what
tell
you're
me what it
saying.
is? Because I
Very
don't know what it
clearly.
is.
Well, you see, I'm telling you to build drones, and you're... I don't actually know what you're doing. Are you disagreeing? Or you don't want to build drones?
You know?
How do you... Yo, bro, is 60 block, like, is my 54
Oh,
block
yeah.
your 60 block?
For sure.
You get hit with the 60 block, like, every time.
It's pretty brutal.
Like, I've only been here a little bit, but I already have nostalgia for the 60 block.
No, the 66 block got him for 2 minutes in the other game.
Oh,
It's a danger
bro.
time.
My guy, you know that you could just build like 10 fucking overlords right now.
It's not efficient to do
Look.
that.
But it's not efficient to be stuck at 66 supply either.
True. Look at his supply
True.
now. He's captain supply.
114.
Human.
We're hitting 114.
He's gonna have double
It's
macro hatch finish too and get supply from that. Look at this. 126 supply ceiling.
How many drones we at?
It's got like 55.
63.
63.
Do you want to take a fourth and go up to 80? Yeah.
Against him, probably. I'll take a fourth, but I don't know
How
if I
about
want
a,
to go
how about
up
a
to 80.
Bayonet? No, 80. Come on.
Yeah, Bane Nest is good.
Okay. I don't like
Yeah, okay.
Banes, but alright, fine.
Well, what do you don't like Banelings?
I don't
Why do
make
you play
Banes.
this race? Go play
I play
Protoss.
roaches. I play roaches.
Oh
man.
my fucking god! Why do you build the worst unit?
I like them.
That's true. All right, listen. Hey, you like what you like. That's fine. He's attacking though. You should.
It's not
really have
bad
some
to play
Baneling.
Yeah,
roaches.
I'm building units. I'm building units.
Especially on this map.
Yeah, roaches are okay, but like you still need to play. You need to be able to play Ling Bane as well. Am I drunk or something? No, man. I'm sober, and that's actually it's hurting.
He's not drunk, he's just opinionated.
Yeah, I have an opinion.
Sal is a stubborn macro player. He wants
Yes.
people to approach StarCraft in the proper way.
Correct. With a bow tie. You know, sitting up straight, building
Ling-
80 drones.
Ling Bane macro.
Yeah. Good run by. I mean, So sobriety does hurt. This is true.
Okay, now we can go up to 80. For sure. And we'll try to hit this roach timing.
Do you have Bane speed?
I don't have a Bane nest.
He doesn't build Banelings.
There's one in the natural.
Me, it's not just me.
I don't make Banes, boys. I'm sorry. What?
Ay. You think if Rogue was watching this, he'd be like, "Why no Banes though?"
Probably.
Yeah.
Lots of people that watch me say that.
Do you think?
Do I think?
Do you think that Rainer would tell you to build Banelings?
Maybe. Maybe not.
How was Cyril? Do you think that maybe we should build some Banelings?
Nah, I think we're fine.
Come on.
What do
In
you
6
think
months,
my opinion is?
You're gonna build Banelings, and I'm gonna be like, see?
Okay, look. It's not that I can't make Banelings.
That's what someone who couldn't make Banelings would say.
Like, I can't. I don't know where the button is. Ah!
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Sal. I think the argument is, if you're looking at the 189 supply, you've got the drones, you've got the Roach Ravager, topping it off with Banelings would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be excellent. You know, because he's building bio units, which are bad against Banelings and good against Roach. Well, I mean, he's dead, so like really you could just attack with the drones.
Keep rolling. What? GG cheater.
The Marauder all in.
Did he say GG
Well
cheater?
played.
Yep.
He did.
Oh god, that's beautifully toxic.
Neuro, do you think you have to make Banelings?
In that context, or do you mean in general?
Just in general. In general.
I think the Baneling is the BIS unit in certain circumstances, but you could work around it and choose not to play Banelings.
Okay, thank you for your input.
You're a stubborn guy. I respect that. I give you shit,
Look,
but I
it's
have
not
to
that
respect that.
It's not that I don't make Banelings. I just don't find myself often.
You seem
putting
to have a
Bane nest
moral
down.
obligation to not play Banelings. You're like, no, fuck the Baneling. It's too mainstream.
I will say I do not think the Baneling is a good unit in StarCraft. Like, not that it's a good unit. Sorry, I think it is a bad unit for RTS games. I do not think it should be in the game. How about that?
Wait, so your stance here is that it's a bad unit for RTS
I think,
games, and so
yeah,
you
I
won't
think
build
obviously, well, I shy
Whoa.
away from it.
I don't
like
understand.
to play
Like,
it as
I
much.
feel like you're like the fucking mountain from Game of Thrones. You just lifted the goalposts and just shuffled them down the fucking field. We
I
started.
mean, hey, what are you gonna do, buddy?
It's fine to just not want to play Banelings, but to say that they're bad.
Well, their Banelings in StarCraft 2 are extremely good, but I think mechanically, I think they make for a worse RTS.
Whoa, this is.
Same with like disruptors. I don't think they should be in StarCraft 2 either.
Like Neuro is
That's
straight
just
up
my opinion,
mauling right
boys.
now.
That's
Oh
just my opinion,
God.
boys. What are you gonna do? I mean, hey,
Oh my god.
I feel the way I feel, and that's okay. Any unit that you can just instantly lose your entire army in the matter of half of a second, I don't think it should be in the game. I don't.
But that's like 90% of units in this game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not the roach.
May I please go on a
Well,
rant now?
But that's actually what? No. That
How do
doesn't
you lose your
prove it.
army instantly versus roaches?
Okay,
Well, of course. That's.
I need to
You
say
can lose
something.
them instantly
Do
against
you
Marines.
do you
You can lose them instantly
understand?
against
Hold
tanks.
on, listen. Do you understand my stance though?
Okay, this is Apoptosis' stance. He believes that the Baneling is an overly volatile unit that is not stable enough for macro progression in an RTS for the exchange of units.
No, that's not what he's saying at all.
No, that's not what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
what
no.
I'm
He's saying that He's saying
It
that
has nothing to do with their viability in StarCraft 2 in the
it's like
slightest.
this. It's like him saying that cars are bad for the environment, so he doesn't drive.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Banelings are
essentially,
not
sure.
bad for the environment.
I think they're bad for the environment of
They're
StarCraft
bad
2.
for the RTS.
I think they're bad for RTS.
Dude, I nailed it.
You
Okay,
did.
this
You
is
did.
my
I
perspective.
fucking nailed
It
it.
is.
Baneling?
It's like. Listen. It's like being a vegan. It's like being a vegan. I'm just a vegan Zerg. What are you gonna do, boys?
You're a
When?
non-Baneling using Zerg.
I don't like to use banelings. I will make them. It's not like I'm completely against using banelings. I just think, in general, I don't think they should be in this RTS game. But I also don't think I don't think disruptors should be in either. I
Wait,
don't
so
think that.
Oh, so I have to ask a question. So when someone plays
Mhm.
Disruptor against you, do you leave?
No, I still
So
play because that's the
don't
state of the game.
Whoa,
That's
so
the
you
state of
don't
the game.
protest. You don't protest the fact that people
No,
build
because I'm not
disruptors.
gonna whine about it. I wasn't here preaching to you guys. You just
No,
asked
no,
me
no.
why don't you make banelings, and I answered your question.
That's
That's it.
fa-
That's where we
this
were.
This is fair, but
Uh-huh.
but it's the same thing to not like if you recognize that the best strategy to play is to play.
Do
Baneling.
all vegans like ban themselves from going to other
professional
restaurants?
high-level Zerg players play Baneling,
And that's
They
fine.
have-
Whatever. They can do whatever they want, and I will do whatever I want. That's totally cool. I'm not saying if you make banelings you're a bad person. I wouldn't be friends with Neuro. That dude makes banelings every single day.
Do you know why?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Do you know why?
What?
I'm saying
Why
you
do-
make Banelings.
why what?
Why, Neuro? Why do you make those Banelings?
Because they're great. They're great units and they're fun for a lot of people. I understand why. I'm assuming that's your reasoning. They're really good. They make for really explosive moments in the game. Those are all fair, and that's all fine. I'm saying I can have my opinion. That's all.
Because against the Ghost, the Baneling is all we have. That's the last thing that we can do. When we have tier
That's not
3
true.
units, and the
No,
High
that is
Templar are
true.
rolling up, and the Ghosts
That's
are
not
rolling
true.
up.
You're
so
forgetting
true.
you're forgetting something very important, guys. Okay?
Okay.
You could always lose.
I was gonna say that. So good. Yeah, but you can't. You shouldn't just accept the L when you. Can
I
build
don't.
Baneling.
Listen. I'm not over here saying I'm
Okay,
just gonna quit every game. I
What
make
if I
banelings.
said
I
to you-
literally do make banelings.
What if I said to you that if you so you do build Banelings sometimes?
Not often.
So,
Yes.
hold on, so we've moved from I don't build Banelings.
No.
Because
No.
sometimes I build Banelings in the right context.
No, I have said like 3 or 4 times in chat, please back me up here. I have said multiple times, I do make banelings. I just do not like to make them that much. I don't make them very often.
I think we've changed this.
No, we haven't.
I don't
chat.
think chat sided with you
You-
on this one.
They have to. Otherwise, they're fools, which that doesn't
Or
necessarily
they're
mean
gonna
too
be
much.
banned.
But yeah, otherwise, they're banned.
I don't know, chat.
But do you understand my argument that I'm making? I just don't think they're great for the environment of StarCraft 2. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I wish that
Wait, so you're
instead of
saying
the
that you
baneling,
don't think that they're good for the environment of StarCraft 2, but you will build them?
yeah, because there are certain situations, you're right, where you pretty much have to make them. There's nothing else you can really do. I mean,
The other unit that you referenced, the Disruptor, I would fully agree that it's a unit that is a very ouch time situation to play against when you get big hits against your stuff. However, it's one of the most spectator exciting units in the game. The Disruptor shots go out, boom, boom, the crowd goes wild. So it's one of those things that is annoying to interact with when you're on the receiving end of it, but whenever you're viewing, it's really exciting, and whenever you're using it, it's really fun.
okay. My perspective is not from a viewer's standpoint. It is from somebody who plays the game.
Bombas.
None of this, I would like to say, Warren says, I'm not complaining about any of these units. I understand there are absolutely ways to play around them. I'm just saying I think that I don't like that they are in... I don't like that type of unit is in a RTS game like this. That's all.
Like
That's
the ones
all
that
I'm saying.
the ones that explode or the ones that do splash damage?
Anything that can pretty much instantly just insta-pop your army, like no matter what you're doing.
Storm?
Well, not no matter what. Storm is not insta. It's quick, but it's not like literally the, you know. Sorry, I'm actually like trying not to lose real quick.
What about tanks?
No, tanks are fine.
Okay.
Hey, Pop,
It's pretty narrow list. It's a pretty narrow list.
some of it reflects what you've practiced and what you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
So Apop is really comfortable against mech. So if you ask him about a mech unit, he's not going to be really upset about it because he's confident.
No, but
in
I
his
think
style.
Swarm Host should be gone, and I play them all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that should be in the game either. I think free units are in general pretty bad.
I would
But
trade
that's
a
the state
Swarm
of the game
Host
we're in.
removal for a Hydra buff.
Oh, I would too. Yeah, for
Oh, like you need a fucking Hydra buff. Relax.
Oh, we desperately do, buddy.
What do you mean,
I mean,
relax? The
you-
unit is a
you're
D
crazy.
tier
Terran?
unit.
Oh no,
No,
man.
against Terran, they're really good. Against Protoss, they're now a D tier unit.
Oh yeah, okay, but that's because everything's a D tier unit versus Protoss.
Oh, got him.
Got him.
The takes are so hot tonight that my hand is burned.
That's
where
like
it's cut.
that's a mild take. Protoss is fantastic.
I'm talking
The
about
units are
tonight
all good.
overall.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're debating the foundations of RTS.
In a way, yes, we are.
So do you not build Banelings in the early Ling Bane phase of this matchup?
He walled off to Roach,
No.
dude.
I have recently been playing like 2-base Roach, but if I don't do that, then yeah, absolutely. You have to make Banelings or you'll lose like instantly.
Damn, it seems like there's a lot of situations you build Banelings in.
There's, well, apparently not enough for you because you're just complaining about how I don't make Banelings. So what is it now, Sal? Do I make Banelings
there's
enough?
a situation where you need to build them and you're like, nah, man, I have moral stance. But then it's like, actually, all these ones that I've decided that you can, I do.
Well, no, you don't have to. I did not have to build Banelings in that situation.
Against Bio, you should, man. They're
You
way
should-
better.
There's a difference between should and have to.
Ay.
Bombas. I have a Baneling maneuver called the Happy Birthday Surprise against Terran. And it's 12 speed Banelings that roll into their worker line at the 3rd. And there's a pretty large percentage of the time that it kills every SCV there.
Nice.
What about losing 60 supply of Lingbane to 1 Widow Mine instantly? That is a Zerg player who did not pre-split their army.
But it does meet the criteria of insta popping.
Yes.
There is. It seems like. Listen, I'm not saying that this is like the most holy of takes. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
This is
Widow Mines. There's some setup I feel that needs to be done.
But that wasn't part of the criteria, though. You need to set
But
up
it-
your
it
Banelings
doesn't-
too.
I know
Do you think
don't.
perhaps
I'm
the
just
part of
throwing
your
them in.
problem? Whoa! What?
Not really. Okay, hold on.
That's
Hold
a
on.
hot take.
Streamers fighting. Let him fight.
It's crazy that a Terran player is fighting me on this too. That's what's nuts.
because I know that you can't just roll your Banelings in with no care in the world.
I mean,
I
Nero literally
mean,
just said he has a thing called the Stoopty Doopty where he rolls Banes in and gets every.
It's the Happy
having
Birthday
a thing
Surprise.
called the
The Happy
Stoopty
Birthday.
Doopty is not the same as doing this every time.
I'm just saying.
Like-
saying.
I mean, I have a strategy where I put my tanks in front of the Terran and he A moves his army into it and dies, but that doesn't mean that the tank is a bad unit.
So why are you so pro Bane? How about that?
Because, well, I mean, because
Out of curiosity,
it's better.
not to say that you're wrong. I'm literally curious. That's
Because
all.
I want you to win the video game.
I think as a player, you would say that a composition with speed banes in it feels more difficult for you to deal with conceptually than something that is more roach based and doesn't have banes.
Yeah, I mean, roaches just don't scale as well. And they don't, yeah, they become a unit that fails in the later stages of the game. And I mean, you obviously conceded that when you said that versus Ghost you built Banelings, because if you just built Roach Ravager, you'd lose 100% of the time.
Most of the time.
I mean, against the Terran who controls well, like Roach Ravager has an expiration date. It's just no.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't only play Roach Ravager in.
I mean, you
Starcraft 2.
conceded that. Like, I'm not saying you did that you do. But I think that there are more cases where it's better that you. There are more cases that it's better that you build them. specifically against Terrans who are getting closer to like 200 supply or like 180 supply. It's better to transition out from there, I think. Unless you've done damage. Obviously, if you've done damage, it's different. You can just keep piling on the pressure and trying to win. This fight seems pretty decent for you, know.
No, Kato, I agree with that. He didn't need to make Banes. We were just talking about like for the last 11 supply of his max out, Banelings would be nice. That's the extent of it. But obviously not required. With Roach Ravager, you have a little bit of AoE with the Bile.
You were absolutely dead. I conceded that in the actual game. That's true. But I was just talking about what he should do next, like kind of the walk through the motions.
Yep. This is some S tier content. I'll message Cobrex and say that at a certain time in my stream he could chop it. I think this should just be one video of the sauciest stream that ever was.
Hey. It's not. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I can't wait for your YouTube comment section. That Sal guy dominates the conversation and yells way too much.
I got a little bit.
Apoptosis is a nice guy.
I got a little bit rustled by the barcode protoss, and people were kind of surprised that I was being a little bit savage talking about them.
Yeah,
but
man.
They were actually griefing. The reason that I'm kind of grouchy is I think they were actually griefing.
Yeah,
they're so ahead.
That protoss particularly has hurt you before.
They did the same thing. I think I've only played them once.
Yeah, I figured.
But they do the recall, never fight your army stuff, and the game just will go until the map runs out of money. Yeah. Even if they have like, I could A-click and win now.
I had a opponent coach me today. It was great. Played him, and then he was like, "That build's too greedy. You need to scout more." And I was like, "Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, fam." So where do we want to go to from here? Do we just keep building Roach Ravager?
Lurker
Roach,
is
baby.
the play.
Well, I got her third, so I think we can probably win.
Yeah, Apop's ahead, and they're playing with the same tools right now.
Yeah. This makes sense to just keep going. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing with versus Terran too. Like, you don't want to transition out if you've given damage. You can just keep piling pressure.
Yeah, he's getting the tech though.
Yeah. I was asking. I don't actually.
You just have to be pretty careful with the lurker transition, because if you have hydras and you get caught with a heavy push from them before you morph lurkers, you can be in a bad spot.
Then you just kind of want to wait till you have the upgrades. Like,
yeah,
that's what you kind of do versus Terran, is like you really don't build lurkers until you have Hive in the upgrades.
Yeah, lurkers are okay against roaches even without the upgrades, but with upgrades they're god tier.
Hmm. Yeah, they're really good with ups.
Oof, one problem I do have is I have no vision right now.
Have you considered putting units on the map?
Yeah.
Creep tumor to save the larva at the 4th.
Save him!
So, yeah, like one thing she does here that I think is something you should probably do too is like she keeps putting overlords. You're doing it now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, she's got infestors. That's sick.
Do you remember when Roach Infestor was meta? I remember.
Versus Terran or Zerg?
In ZVZ, that was the meta.
Oh, yeah. No, because I didn't watch.
Does he have the lurker upgrades?
No.
What's up, Uriel? We're currently multi-streaming. This is Apoptosis. We're backseating him. Sal is in voice.
I really should go to bed, but I really want to see a Terran. I can't believe I've been scammed 2 Zerg streams in a row, man.
This always happens when you try to watch me play a Terran as well.
Bro, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying so hard to, like, weigh in, and all I can do is tell them to build more queens. And build a unit that disgusts them.
Bit dicey at the end, man. The infestors were pretty nice.
Bro,
We got
you
there.
had, at some points in that game, you had a straight up 100 supply lead.
Yeah, it's tough though to know exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know if she retook her base immediately or not. So, and the small Rumbais were doing really well. I think that was awesome.
All right. I will
You going to bed,
try
Mr. Sound?
One
Oh.
more.
One more. Okay, the one more.
If it's not Terran, though, I'm actually going to bed.
Okay.
Does Kata count?
Then chat can be saved from my rambling.
Your rambling is nice.
3,
though.
2, 1, turn.
Come on! It's random. It could be.
Oh,
It could be. Sal.
Who random though?
The
Are
double
we
roll.
saved?
the double.
Pikachu. All right, if it's Terran, I'll stay.
The suspense.
It's gonna be a ZVP.
Detective Overlord is on the map. We might
Dude, I'm
find out.
actually just gonna hang up the phone.
If it's ZVP.
If it's ZVP, I'm out. I can't watch
Okay.
another one of those.
Yeah, it's not
Fuck,
fun.
man. Yeah, I'm never complaining about TVP ever again.
I mean, mind
It's been
you,
an incredibly humbling stream.
that is certainly not all the ZVPs that happen.
It's a lot of them though.
It's a lot. It can be.
The turtle,
It
the
can
turtle
be.
mass static defense non-committal into a tough max out is very popular now. Sometimes it's Void Ray Disruptor, as we saw. Sometimes it's High Templar with some Robo
It's
stuff.
just the safe way to do it. If you want to just get a win or have a high chance of win, it's just why not do that, you know?
Yes.
Mm.
There was a period in time Sal was playing back then when the GM ladder was really Zerg heavy. There were just a shitload of Zergs. And that's because we could get drop tech with an Evo chamber.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Now it's all Protoss. stuff.
Uko raided my stream. Thanks, buddy. How you doing? We've got Sal and Neuro on the horn. Beep, beep.
Yeah, your mic sounds much better.
And Sal is going to go insta-bed if it's
I'm
not a
fine.
Terran.
Yeah.
And the Overlord is almost at the base. Drum roll.
Almost there. Okay, it's not Protoss or they're one basing me. That could be. It's Terran!
No.
Yay! He built a bunker immediately. And okay.
So he's gold.
What is
They're
I
random,
don't
man.
want
Give
that.
them a break.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna die unfortunately. The pervert
So-
pillar is so far away on this map.
Is this where you fucking
Instant
is this
third
Where
base.
you fucking play mech?
Yeah, you
Because
go.
who does this? Bunker versus Zerg.
Do you take
Also,
triangle
thank you
base?
for the kind word, Zuko.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Are we about to lose this Overlord?
Yeah, we lost it.
Wait,
The pillar is too far away.
is he 3-rexing you?
I don't know, because
Because 2 Marines, you're only gonna see that if there's a reactor.
well, he
on that
also made
barrier.
a bunker, so
Yeah, but that could be because he's 3-axing you.
Okay. Well,
You might want to check that.
how are we gonna check it? Send the
Send
links.
another overlord and
It's
lings.
gonna take a while to get there, but we can
Well,
do that.
actually, if you just get link speed and then send the lings and you park them, like you'll be able to see the number of Marines probably.
Okay, so we'll leave the links at home for now.
Yeah. You'll want to know.
Hmm.
Honestly, it won't matter a whole lot because you play the disgusting roaches.
Well, against 3-racks, I would not want to play roaches. It would be
Wouldn't-
really.
I mean, I think it'd still go okay.
Don't forget
think
to
so?
make overlords
Yeah.
around 60 supply.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right, we got
Overlords.
speedling. We'll put the roach warren down, but we can
I think
always
as long
cancel
as
it.
you have queens, you should be fine because you can
Mhm.
hit the transfuses. And as long as you actually build roaches, because like sometimes you get caught with like the 4-roach transition. Like, you've only got a couple roaches.
He's got Hellions.
Okay, then it's not.
He's
3-roach.
going 1-1-1.
Yeah, that's fine then. Just gonna keep an eye out for the third timing.
Let's move these overlords into proper positions, boys.
This is 3cc in the main.
Could be bio, could be mech still.
Mm-hmm.
You could also take a layer if
it's
you
way
wanted.
too early to tell.
Lair would unlock an early roach speed, which is nice against mech.
We'll do it.
And this is a time when I like to set the main to main for worker rally and then take the second gas in the main.
Okay.
4:30 is when I do that. He's not supply blocked at 60. God mode.
Yeah. So something's wrong with the timeline, dude.
Okay, there's a Viking, so 5-minute 1 spore per base.
I just made him like instantly.
It's fine. Creep to the left of the third. Creep to the left.
Currently trying
Creep
to move
to
my
the right.
overlords out of the way.
Yeah, on this map you really just want to get the creep up to where the rocks are at the front there. Like focus on that so you can just deny the movement of the Hellions. Otherwise they'll just run around killing all the tumors.
The sport, the nat derped.
Oh, it did. You're right.
Oh, nice. This guy's not bad. He's fucking it up now though.
Roach speed, maybe?
Has he got the third?
We need overlords, drones, gases. 3 base saturation, all gases.
How many queens do you build in this matchup?
It is BCs.
Against BCs, 10 to 12.
Oh, okay.
So you basically
Yeah.
make queen from every base, make overlords, and then pull all queens. And they're all in a group.
Most Zergs I see will build 9 queens no matter what now. Pretty much.
I do 7 no matter what.
Yeah. That seems about right.
And then you drone through the pressure. Yeah, it's mech. They have gas at the third already. You can just make it easier on yourself and go 2 spore per base. Like put 1 down and left of that left extractor in your main. Because that extractor is low. So if the BC comes again.
You spray creep in the main too? Yeah, you just did it. Good.
Yeah. And then you can drone up, and then the next question mark for yourself is, are they going for second starport more BC? Or are they going slow mech with tanks or battle mech with cyclones?
What's our drones at?
Uh, 66, 67, something like that right now.
Let's go up.
I want to
Yeah,
see what they're doing.
It's meching, so just a couple more queens and up to like 80, I think, and then just units. right? Because like against most mech players, you want to be as high up as you can as fast as you can.
Not with Roach Ravager Swarmhost though. If he's 66 of Roach Ravager Swarmhost
Yeah.
on this map,
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
because
good.
you have to
We'll
make
find
up.
out, we'll find
Yeah,
out.
you have to make up the
Looks like
distance.
slow mech. Yeah, it is slow mech.
So
Yeah,
we
so
are
you
doing Stormhost then. Is that what we're
Yeah,
doing?
Yes.
for sure, 100%.
He already has an infestation pit. Oops. One of the nat is done.
Oh,
So yeah, the creep situation here is pretty rough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push it if we can.
Yeah, if you can just get the creep to the rocks, it's fine.
Sal, did I tell you that I played Bjorn and what he told me to work on for ZVT?
What do you say?
Creep. Tumor. Many make. Creep. That's all he said. He didn't say Roach versus Bane. He didn't say air versus ground. He didn't say harass at this time or make units at this time. Apparently, compared to the Zergs that he fights, Creep was just behind for me.
Creep tumor. Many make.
Yep.
True. Fucking true. Yeah, I can attest to that. Man, BCs are annoying.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of ends in the Corruptors Road, though, right?
Yeah. He doesn't really have much supply room for it. I guess he has a bit now.
Can we check our gases? We're low on gas.
yeah.
Yeah, we need gas at the 4th. And I think now, like, we've taken enough drone damage that you probably want to drone a little bit.
69 still.
Not bad.
Did you saturate the gas in the main?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, it's a little too much.
Take a 5th, too. It helps spread the creep, get vision.
One thing that I've
Actually-
thought about is the difference between getting Burrow and putting a Ling at, like, the Terran's 5th and 6th versus just building a hatch there. Because the hatch is mineral only. You're going to float minerals later on anyway. It takes a lot of firepower to kill the hatch. And it's, like, kind of tilting.
Pop. Take the
Yes,
other.
sir?
Yeah, take the other 5th, too. Take them both. It's just 300 minerals, and that way, if he attacks one side, you can just drone transfer. It pressures the Terran a lot more when they think that you've got both of those bases. So take the bottom side one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if you have no drones at it, it doesn't matter. The idea that it's there forces the Terran to be more aggressive and split up the army. Make sure to keep launching your locusts to get the guys on the other side of the map. Oh, BCs.
Oh, look at this. He can cancel that base and he still has a 5th base in the other spot.
This is what I'm saying, man. Yeah, just cancel and other side. So then yeah, you push that side and you retake. Easy. You just keep doing that.
Nice free aliens, not bad.
Yeah. Good pickup. Say we want creep up here on the high ground, but then we can kind of stop. We don't have to go much further than that if you don't want to. So he can't make these moves.
Corruptors can burn the rocks too. If they're not doing anything.
Nero, do you always use the Do you always use the Nidus for like moving your guys around?
No. For Roach Ravage or
Yeah.
Swarm Host, I usually don't. I just try to creep at the Terran and then throw him from there.
Right. I just feel. I feel like you can build like 5 spores per base now and just make more drones. You got a lot of money. Yeah, just walk these over and kill the other base.
Question in the chat, does Sal ever play mech?
No. It's not. I might start though, because it looks like it's coming back into meta. We'll see how Katowice goes. But yeah, it's just not the better way to play in my opinion. And I don't mean that in like a moral standpoint. Like I think the vast majority of pro players don't play it, and there's a reason. I think that if you're better, Bio has a higher skill ceiling and also is better. But if it were the best strategy in my opinion, then I would play it. Kesson says, "Oh God, I hope it doesn't come back in meta. I think mech is dull. I think that I would like to see a world where they're both viable options, because then it would give the Terran a lot more maneuverability and build order choice. Yeah, so then you just transfer drones and then just retake. And this is the game you play with Terrans. Like, just keep making it so that they have to attack both sides, which they can't do, especially with the mech.
I think for new players to StarCraft, Bio creates more potential issues where you can lose your whole army because you have more fragile units, and it also obligates you to attack more at the same time. Yeah. I think Bio thrives when you're being active in mech.
That's why I said it's a higher skill ceiling, like for sure. But it's
also a higher skill floor.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. It's true. That's a fact.
If you're an F2 player, you could get away with mech. And
I need to lose my Swarm Host now, unfortunately.
What are we gonna play?
Roaches.
I like Range Lurker against the Cyclone.
Okay.
Fully upgraded Lurkers trade super well against Cyclones, like balance wine Terran levels. Oh no, please don't kill my Swarm Hosts. He actually wanted to get rid of those.
We have to hold for quite a while, though.
We have roaches, it's fine.
Yeah.
Could also go for this. And you know what? Let's be cheeky.
Make sure you transfer drones to your 5th. You're not oversaturated. Get these drones out of here quick.
Safe.
Yeah. Yeah, so one thing I've noticed that even I still do that you should probably get in the habit of, whenever anything comes close to your bases, just transfer drones immediately.
Yeah.
It's not
wrong.
Everybody does it, but it's a good habit to just see thing happen and then drone move. Like, really simple. Respread creep.
I've lost a lot of my queens.
Rebuild queens. Transfer drones. There you go. Good. Rebuild. There you go. Break down these rocks. Like against mech players, you just want to break down all sets of rocks on the map. Retake the base.
Is a small group of Spielings bad here? Yes, because of the blue flame, but a shit whack of Lingbane is really good here.
We're pretty dead, I think.
Oh, the run by there is so brutal.
That's unfortunate for me.
Just retake.
Yep.
You're short
As
money.
soon as I have minerals,
Yeah.
that's the big problem. Is he's on like at least 5 bases by now?
Yeah, he's in a good spot for sure. Yeah, so I think the main takeaway from this game is that once you get to the Stormhost phase and then you saturate, I think you should immediately start planning for the tech to lurker. Because I think had you switched immediately to lurker, you would have won, or at least been able to hold. But because we had to start going to that tech, it was...
As soon as you have fully upgraded lurkers in the game, they can no longer bully you with Cyclone. You shred them. It's pretty terrifying.
So we just need to like. So here's an anecdotal example for myself. Now when I get to, like, I'm playing Bio or whatever, having a good time, I die a lot to surprise lurkers. Like, oh shit, look, he's got lurkers. So what I've decided to do, also this is a sick move, by the way. Very 5-head.
The Roach Moses from Burrow.
Nice. So this should just get yourself saturated, focus on macro, get up to the lurker, and just get ready to play from there.
Killing rocks is another good fundamental too.
Yeah, kill every single set of rocks against mech. Like, there should be no rocks on this map at all.
Yeesh.
Yeah, back to my anecdotal example. I just now as soon as I see a Hydralisk, I build the Ghost Academy immediately. Because I know it's coming.
A Hydra.
I see a single Hydra and I build it, and I build the academy, because every Zerg plays it a little bit differently. Some Zergs will just like go straight to lurker. Some Zergs will play like Lingbane Hydra. Some Zergs will do it like whatever. But I know that I need the ability to build ghosts at any time. So once you get to the phase where you're actively using your Swarm host, you should immediately go and start building the tech required for lurkers. Yeah, if he's gonna keep playing like this, then you can easily hold for lurker, I think. Transfer to the other side quick before he kills everything. And rebuild the hatch immediately. Yeah. Lurker. Is your nat not on the hotkey or something?
No, it is. I just don't have money, man.
Okay. I was just making sure because it's a lot of... That's fine.
20 lurkers.
Some queens if you can. To respread.
We will try.
Yeah, obviously it's not a must-have, but a nice-to-have. My opinion on Lingbane Muta, I think that it's good, but Lurker is better. But you're right, it's been out of meta so long that build orders aren't really tailored to it anymore, and neither is anyone's brain, so it gets... Yeah, it does better than it should.
For me, the Terran just adding a second factory of constant mine production with drilling claws, you have to play so perfectly to make it work compared to Lingbane Hydra for the mid game.
It's true. It's true. And the thing is that the lurker is so stupidly insane. Like,
it's
if you get caught unprepared, you're dead. Against an equivalently skilled Zerg, if you get caught unawares, like, it doesn't matter. You're screwed. They just slowly walk them in, and because of the fact that they're burrowed, you eventually die because you can't see them.
That's the thing that's kind of dumb about Lurker versus Broodlord, is having stealth and the fast move speed is just better than flying in the vast majority of cases.
Yeah. So this is the point, Apop, where you really, really, really should play Lingbane as well. Because the ghosts from this position are insane. Without forcing him to move them back and split, then he's just going to kill your lurkers.
Well, we've been dead for a while. Let's just put it that way.
No, yeah, you did okay. I think you could, if you could get out of this position, you might still have a chance. I don't
No
know
shot.
chance, but
No way.
I think if you do everything the same, but
Mm-hmm.
whenever you begin your swarm host harass, you start your hive. And you
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
Hydra
yeah,
den at the
yeah,
same time.
Yeah.
That's how we died.
I
We
think
died-
it's
That's smart.
because I think one of the maybe bad habits here would be you can bully a lot of Terrans on ladder just with the roach swarm host and then kill them. Like a lot of them will fall over. But this player is pretty good at mech. So you would need to be basically distracting them with the roach swarm host and chipping at them, but then you have the big roach spike.
While
where-
getting to a good spot.
Yeah, because then cyclone bullying is off the table entirely.
And then
Yeah,
trading
you
out
need
swarm
it.
hosts when we want to instead of by necessity.
Well, it's more that when you trade out your storm hosts, as soon as you lose the supply, you're trading it for actual supply.
Like
That you
really good
want.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so like when you, and I was gonna say something, but I obviously I just let you play. But when
No, I
you
appreciate
traded those swarm hosts, you rebuilt like nothing because there's nothing to build. Like more roaches weren't going to solve.
Oh
the
my god,
cyclone.
it's another Terran.
Who did we get?
Totoro.
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 Oh fuck.
Yes, his win rates were all 80% plus. He played random, and his Protoss were in 60. His Zerg were all 20 to 30%, and his Terrans were 80. So.
Nice. All right, I gotta go to bed though.
All right.
Good luck. Sorry for
Thank you,
bullying.
sir. No,
Thank
it's
you.
okay. I appreciate the adjustment on the microphone. Thank you for that.
Hell yeah. Apoptosis leveled
Sounded
up from this
way
backseating.
Welcome to the smooth side of Twitch streaming.
And we had the hot takes. Appreciate you, Sal.
Hot takes.
No problem.
Yes, thank you, Sal. Appreciate you, man.
You
Have a good
much
night.
better. Sounds
Thank you.
fantastic. Good shit. All right, take care,
Fantastic.
guys. Love you all.
GG.
Love you, tonight. GG. Okay, so I should remove his picture then, right?
I mean, you could keep it up. I like to look at it.
Okay.
The Hive take on that game was super. I think it's super big though.
The what on that game?
The Hive take.
Oh, yeah.
Like the you should make a Hive when you're like after the swarm hosts are done and you're starting to night.
Yeah, the way
you
that-
obviously have the money for the Hive. Yeah.
To go back to like Zerg 101, the reason that you do that is it's cheap. Getting Hive.
Yeah, it's just so inexpensive.
the cost
That's
is
true.
really low. You have that money just flowing through at a pretty
We
early
already
time
made
in the
an
game.
infestation pit.
And the question is, can this opponent punish me for doing this? Can a mech turtle player punish you from rushing Hive? Not really.
No.
They can send in 2 BCs, like you saw.
Oh my god, vibrating in now. We're just getting such nice raiders in here. Welcome everyone. Welcome Vibe. Thank you for that, buddy. Thank you for the subscribe. We are doing some backseating with Mr. Neuro. We did have Sal.
Mobile, dangerous, but capable of further learning and research.
Damn.
He's getting backseat by Abathur. It's crazy. The coaching rate for that is like $6,000 an hour.
It's 6 essence, dude. 6
Yeah.
essence an hour. Your COVID home test is negative. Poggers.
Sal looks like a sad Where's Waldo. He needs a lookalike command now.
Well, welcome everybody. Appreciate you very much, Mr. Vibe. Hope you had a great stream. All right,
you
so
have
what
a-
do you make of many Marines in the front of his base?
They could be doing the silly Marine build where they just yeet them at you across the map with no medivacs, with combat shield and stem.
Rex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you can just track it with wings and that Overlord. You're fine. You just want to drone and not be supply blocked. And you want to shove creep from your third. Like when your third is done, just creep tumor it from the left.
Okay.
This is the way.
So his Marines disappeared.
1 tumor, 1 inject.
Yep.
Don't be supply blocked.
No, I'm not. It's coming. I made 2.
I didn't say you were.
Oh,
I
he's
said don't
making
be
a
supply
bunker.
blocked.
He's making a bunker at my base. which I will promptly...
With the most wounded SCV in the game. And it dies. Make sure both bases are making queens. Okay, you need to spam queens then. I would instant fourth base this. What the hell is this build?
I don't know. This is late night NA, boys.
I would
I don't
get a
think we're
roach
in a
horn
bad
or a
spot.
bane
I'm going to
nest.
go and attack him, I think. And then I'm going to...
Take a fourth
this
base. What
and
can
then-
you do?
Yeah, I'm doing it. But I'm also going to attack him. He just lost silly amounts of units for nothing.
We should drone now too.
Yeah, we were droning. We're going to drone behind it.
Wanna be famous primes and viewers on what?
Yes, I do!
Bam. We don't want to throw, we want to drone. Creep far to the left of that third. Like get a max range tumor on the edge of it.
Okay, it was max range in it, boys.
Like
Where are
right
you
on the
going,
left,
Adventures, buddy?
top left edge. Seattle, Washington, northwest of your creep right now.
Okay.
It should be shoved. Look at that, right on the edge. Perfect. Get one more to the north, too. And you need overlords. The 66 got us again.
I think if I'm being talked to, I'm always in a damn near get supply blocked at that 66.
True. We were talking creep. It was a worthwhile cause.
It was.
You just need to make sure you don't get a Hellion yeet into your base and kill a bunch.
Yep. We're going to move these overlords into good positions, but I also have the watchtower, and I have 3 drones that are keeping guard. Okay, I'm going to make more queens because this is looking like a very similar
One
setup
spore per
to...
base.
Yeah.
When layer's done, you could get instant roach speed, and then you can't be bullied by stuff. Or you could risk a 1-1.
Well, I haven't made it yet. I just have it.
Yeah. Overlord in the main. What do we see? Bio.
Bunch of
tank.
barracks. Is-
They're probably going to hit you with the Marine 2 tank medevac timing at one of your bases. Do you ever play Roachling Bane?
Haven't often.
You could sneak a macro hatch. That would be nice here. Make sure we're not supply blocked. I like taking a Hydra Den around now. It's a really larva efficient unit and it counters mines and does decent against tanks. A good read is the gas at the third of the Terran. Tells you how YOLO they're going to be with bio. Oh, here comes the attack. Marine mine medevac. You could even bring every queen and then make new queens. That's an option. An overseer would be good too. You can transfer to your 4th and then expand further up. This is a fairly nice time to bully their 3rd if they're putting tanks on the high ground behind your base like that, they're usually going to have thin defense. So if you split off like a third of your army steel command and just send it into the worker line, it's pretty good. Oh, 2 free tanks? That's big. Okay, you need to reshove that creep. They just destroyed your creep. Left side. Worker count check?
71.
Not bad. Can you make hydras now?
Yeah.
I would make like 15 hydras.
Okay.
And then go back to Lingbane, take your double ups. Now that Sal went to sleep and the photo is still there, it feels like it's a tribute stream in memory of Sal. He's sleeping only. It's okay. We keep up the image of sad Waldo. So just whenever you send Banes into trade, you should be making new Banes. You want to get Hive soon? And you could probably drone your 4th base a little bit. So they have the 4th base and they're getting gases.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably will have a ghost transition eventually. We could remake queens, get an active queen group and push left.
Yep.
It's a good turn.
Well, I'm also not very practiced at Lingbane.
True, true. Streamer been getting that Ling Bane propaganda. Peer pressured into it. He didn't even want to play Banes.
I have.
Goblin King likes making his roaches.
Can I say, boys?
Just make sure you're not too supply blocked.
No, that's GG.
I think you could have defended there, and I can show you how in the replay.
Okay. Well, we shouldn't give up hope yet. We are about to make what I like to call the good units.
Lorkers. You just made a new Warhammer model? Nice. Lorkers. Oh, adrenal.
True.
It's broken. That's like a haste potion. Would you like to haste potion all of your lings? Yes.
Yeah.
We have some queens with energy. We could creep. Ooh. And they have sensor towers that have almost no overlap and cover pretty much everything. Very meticulous. Ooh, nice. So you could do a corruptor transition to deal with the liberators. Oh, you got vipers. Just care for ghost. You can go a bit heavier on the baneling too. You just need to make sure that you watch out for mines. And you can also counter with some of your stuff during these things. You might pull that tank that's on the high ground. Nice, getting some work at the third. They use Liberator defense. Do you have a spire?
No, I have not had a ton of money for it, I don't think.
If you can, creep. They've done a good job clearing it when they push. Can 6 to 8 corruptor scrod would clear those. Getting the parasitic bomb.
Well, I don't know if they would clear it with the ghost, though.
Hmm. The Lingbane corruptor can A move the ghost.
Ooh.
They're nuking that, care. The lurkers.
Oh, I'm just playing the slowest players. They want to win the slowest ways possible. Goodness gracious.
This Terran's doing the good late game stuff.
They
Totally
are.
late game. Riders of Rohan, run out and meet them.
GG.
Okay, the
Well
key
played.
fight. The Hydra Bane versus the tank stuff that moved up.
Yeah.
Whenever they stepped onto creep initially, you had less army than them, but if you walked at them, they would get decked and lose all of their shit because they didn't pre-split right as they were walking onto creep. So what you wanted to do is all of your newlings that are coming out, those are going to become Banes instantly because they're pushing you and you're behind. But the units that you currently have standing are speed Banes on creep. And they had a huge clump of Marines. You could have just walked at them, and I think they would have had to like retreat, pre-split, and that would have bought you the time you needed to match their army. Because you were in a pretty good spot at that point, I think.
Let's see.
Economically. Units tab. He did pretty well. Yes, it was a good game. The Terran worked hard for the win. I think they were playing well. They're doing weird shit too that other people don't do, like that bunker thing. The bunker thing, I wouldn't commit the queens to fight at all because your win condition is you want to get a whole bunch of them. So the two that fought the Marines, they should just run to the nat. The third is going to live for so long against them that they don't need to defend it at all. But the fourth base was good.
Thank you, Shabob Fox, for the 52.
It was the push by the top watchtower, I think. This push
Yeah, they
here,
cleared it with Marines first, yeah.
this push here, like you can't fight them right now, but you want to make sure they don't take this tank spot. They keep doing this over and over again. Your objective is to creep the high ground. Creep and keep
So
this
how do
high
I
ground.
how do I do that in this situation?
You pull
Because they
all
have
of your
two
queens.
tanks in their medevacs right now. Okay.
You don't have to fight right now. Like if they take that position, you can transfer, so you don't need to win this right now. Just as like a general map thing, fighting for that high ground on your left is like a #1 prio for your creep. Because if you control that, then they can't do these kind of pushes against you. You can just run up too fast and kill them.
So would you say this creep was not enough to control that high ground?
No, you lost 2 queens. So you're playing this 2 queens behind from their Marine shenanigan. So normally you would have more. And then here, you kind of can fight, but you would need to split between the 2 paths. Have some go up, and then some go left. Kind of like this, yeah. So you can fight. You can actually just go. What you want to do is move command the Banes into the Marines. So the only thing you do is control select your Banes, and then run them toward Marines. Move commanded.
Yeah, I tried doing that. I don't know if maybe my Banes were out of, like, not in a good position for it, but let me look again.
It was going to be close, so it was hard to judge. Like, maybe you can beat that,
Yeah, he starts
maybe you
running
can't.
his bio back, and my Banes are really far away. It looks like I split too many of them up, and then they weren't up enough, so they didn't go around this way.
Yeah, but another thing to evaluate about this whole situation is you don't even need to take this fight, per se. You can immediately pivot into pull every single drone up to your 4th base, and then you take that top base. You ended up doing that later anyway, but you could have just not even fought at this location and just sent your army at their base. Because their 3rd base right now, what do they have for defense? 8-minute 3rd base. Oh my gosh.
They've had it. They've had it since before 8 minutes. But
No, I mean like that there's no defense. There's
I
no
see,
bunker.
at the 8 minutes.
It's
Yeah,
3
yeah.
Hellions. So if you sent your Ling Bane at that 3rd base, that is destroyed.
So you're saying instead of try to defend this, if you recognize, hey, this looks bad, instead just go attack them with that while macroing behind and taking a different base.
Yeah, that 3rd base they have is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a bunch of plump and
My
gorgeous
Banes are just
fruits and groceries
so far away.
that are totally undefended. There are no guardians there.
True. Okay, that is a good note.
That's a difference between Roach and Ling Bane. Is with Ling Bane, you can stab so fast that oftentimes you can just send your whole army and then use your next army to fight their attack.
Right. Yeah, you could not do that with roaches. Roaches, you have to fight. So we would be in that situation. Either you win or lose. Like, you would win that fight and continue playing and then go for a big swing afterwards, or you would lose the game. Like, Or I mean, if we had this base and you just moved everything, sure, there's still that option. But you wouldn't. I probably wouldn't if I was in that spot. Just run roaches across.
Bison
the map
boy,
and go,
thank you for
okay,
the
time to go.
31 months of support.
The number of fights that have looked exactly like that, or it feels like, hey, I got good amount of Lings and Banes, but it doesn't really work out. I felt confident going into that fight, and then just very quickly it devolved into, wow, this was not a good fight for me at all.
Yeah. And then another fundamental thing that you might like write down on a piece of paper next to you is reactivating your queen core. That's something that
I never do that. I basically never do that.
Yeah.
And not by like I don't think I should, just by like I will be honest, I need to work on my hotkeys a little more. Sorry to interrupt you.
Make a cool
yeah.
team name for your 4 queens that spread creep. Something memorable that you're going to talk to your viewers about how their endeavors have been that day. And if someone kills them, the first order of business of the hive is to remake them and put them back into active duty as fast as possible. Like above taking another tech structure, above moving an overlord. That would be a really high prio thing. Basically, the only higher prio thing for that would be reaching your drone count that you need to. But then after that, it would be queens, and then you can refocus on attacks. Because this Terran right now, they have stopped your creep momentum, and they get to just spam workers. They have 78 right now. So you could probably wrap the game here, but I think you could also look at that next fight and just watch their army walk in. I think it's happening now.
Sorry. I'll take my perspective.
Okay.
I'm just writing notes.
I think it's
Neuro
this
notes.
next push.
Okay.
Yeah, reactivate your queen core. Super turbo high prio.
I wonder how that Bane attack did do, though. It got a couple of SCVs.
The spore placement in the main could have been better. Just try
Where do you like to put it?
Just try to get good coverage. You kind of just have 2 right next to each other on the left-hand side of your main. You have one. You could put one at the bottom on the left, and then one on the top at the left. So you get more area coverage.
They may have killed it, but let me look out of curiosity.
Yeah, you're just denying the medivacs more area that they can sit.
So that was my... But yeah, I agree. The bottom spore would have been much better there. We did have the top, but we needed the bottom as well.
Yep. Not a huge deal, but...
Well, no, it's good, though. Yeah, and then now that I don't have creep, they're playing very much so just pushing the sides and keep the creep under control, get up to a big army, and try to take advantages that way. Which they do very well.
So one thing about Banelings on creep is they're way higher DPS than Roach Ravager, which also means you can immediately and severely punish a Terran who steps on your creep. Your army is so fast, and it's pre-split right now. So if they do step onto that, like pause right here, this is the moment. I think we had a window of opportunity a few seconds back. If you go to 11:30.
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30, they have everything all clumped up. Like now they're starting to pre-split. You want to think about contesting them before they start to pre-split, and you can even do that off creep. Because their army, they have 5 tanks and 2 ghosts. And those tanks against your army, when they're unsieged, they're trash. But when they're sieged, they're a huge problem.
Sure, okay.
Okay, so watch this army walk.
Okay.
Imagine if you walked at their army right now with what you have. You would kill the mine. You're killing the first line of Marines. Second line of Marines is dead. And they've had to back up now. Now they had to back up to the left of the watchtower if you had walked at them right as they stepped on your creep.
So if I had units maybe here, here, and here, that would be the thing to do.
Sure. I mean, also just moving from this moment here, it's going to cause more of a panic and backstepping reaction. Yeah, the thing with Hydroling Bane is before their tanks are sieged, you can just run forward and run back freely without losing units.
But then as soon as they become siege and then they split all their units, we're in a much worse position.
Yeah,
Sure.
this is really tough now. From here, you're going to take a bad fight, and there's not much you can do about it.
Got it.
So I would call that like an instant creep stepping punishment. Like, as soon as they're on the creep, you should have like Baneling presence there if they're all clumped. And you're new to this style too, right? So you're probably thinking more about like the Hydra upgrades.
Well, yeah, a couple things that could have helped me here too. Oh, I did see them come in. It is a very small window of opportunity. I see them come in. I have about 3 seconds to make that choice. So we should have just kind of ripped the decision. Because I don't have a lot of creep, right? Because they've been doing that. So that kind of even just goes back to how the early game can really set you up for a good later game. Maybe it doesn't, the units I had, but without having a little bit more of advance notice, it's a bit harder to make a choice like that. And I valued, okay, let me try to set up a really big surround as opposed to just hit it. And you're right, I don't play the style very much. So it is more like, I probably don't take for granted the explosive nature of the Lingbane.
Yeah, Baneling is like so explosively savage to the Marines that if you looked at the Banes you had versus the Marines they had, if their Marines are clumped, you win. It's that simple. You win, even though you have way fewer total units in number. The Baneling is that much of a stacked Marine counter that if you walk at them, they die. So that changes the location of the fight. If you walk at them with Banes, they have to take a further back location for their siege. But if you run back into your own base and pre-split, then they get to set a more forward position, clear more creep, and then you have to attack into a nasty spot. Which is different from Roaches, because with Roach Ravager, you can Corrosive Bile this down.
Right. You can fight with a full front. And basically the same thing what you're saying, except for you're taking more a long-term fight, which is fight as much as you can before the siege tanks siege up, and then as soon as they're about to finish, you back off.
Yeah, another thing...
And you're just forcing them to engage into you if they want to keep pushing forward.
Another mark of a really good macro Zerg player is knowing how to semi-engage an army, where you run at them and you force them to respond a certain way, but you actually have the intention of retreating as soon as they siege. You're just trying to force them to use their siege ability at a location, but you don't intend to trade there. You're threatening them.
Interesting. I will say one thing that happens to me very periodically, which is similar to this game, it happened this game as well, is I seemingly always lose my third right to a push of that sort. If they're going for just bio or something like that. I oftentimes do not have the army necessary to just punch it and either make them retreat or take the fight. Because obviously the greatest thing to do in that game would have been to have the army ready, have the creep spread ready, and be able to take that fight and kill their army or at least push them away, right? I mean, it's up to them what they do from there. But do you ever just kind of go, all right, I'm at this spot. Obviously, it depends on the game. But you ever just at some point go, okay, safety units for Lingbane?
Whenever
I haven't seen anything. I don't know for sure he's going to attack me, but we're trying on our way to 4 base saturation or 3 base saturation, whatever it is for you.
Whenever you have Bane speed coming online, having like 15 to 20 Banes, you're pretty much good, because those Banes can do the walk at them that I'm talking about, where you can punish if they step on your creep clumped up, and that buys you time for the next 20 Banes. So if they go for that big push, the army that you had was going to lose in most situations, but for your next round of larva all being born and then joining the fray, if those are Banes, you have more stuff.
Okay. Because I'll say it's not necessarily that the Roach is some secret sauce that I just understand on some level. I think it's more so I've just played it so much that I understand the rough game flow and the game states of oh yeah, I know when I'm doing well, or I know what's going on. And they're much more of a front-facing value kind of thing, as opposed to, they lack utility, but they make up for some of that with being able to present a lot of value on the field really quick.
It's
But they
effective
drop off
health
very
value.
hard.
The effect health value is what makes roaches amazing. Is it's a cheap
Yeah.
resource cost for a ton of HP plus you get armor, and they're pretty fast.
Right.
But their
Yeah.
DPS is really low compared to the
Really
game.
low. Oh yeah, exceedingly low. But I guess the spot that I fall into issue with is I haven't perfected a sort of macro build in a long time. I used to play Lingbane. I just haven't perfected that build in a very, very long time. And so I don't really like, oh, okay, we're at this spot. I should be building these kinds of units, relatively soon because I should expect something like this on the way soon. I've been playing every time I play versus anytime I've been opening standard, I forget how many people actually are. Are you playing against a lot of BCs out of curiosity? Just the 1 or 2 BC?
A decent bit.
Okay. I feel like I've been noticing much more of it. And I don't know if when I do some wacky opener like the 3 Roach, people just don't do that. But yeah, I definitely need to get my queen creation chops back online.
Yep. Number one biggest take home from that match is remaking the queen core as soon as it dies and getting them back to work.
Getting them going.
Yep. A lot of Terrans,
How many-
that's their game plan is they just yeet a ton of shit into you and they're trying to kill the queens. Like they're super happy if they kill those.
Right. They're just going, nice, that's sick. It's like catching siege tanks, if
Yeah.
not more or something.
Yeah. And you have to choose to invest in them over like taking other shit because they cost money. But the power of that investment is so high that probably that big time.
Okay, understood. That's good. Shit, what was I gonna say? It had something to do with our ZVP game.
16 pool against Sus Protoss?
Do you go when you do that? I mean, this isn't the question I'm thinking of, but this is a question. When you do 16 pool, do you go for the? It's kind of hard to explain, but instead of making the 3 drones that would go onto gas, you just make those into lings, and then you put 3 off your minerals to gas. So you're on 13 out of 16, and then 3 out of 3.
I do the very minimum effort 16 pool where I'm only making 4 lings to deny cannons. And nothing more.
I see.
I'm not trying to deal damage on their side of the map. I'm saying no to your nonsense on my side of the map.
Okay.
So you're forcing a normal game by opening a little bit less economical than hatch first. It's just a probe nonsense team.
So if they just block your hatch, you just go for the 3rd at like a normal.
Yeah, you can go for the 3rd, and then you're taking your own 3rd at like 30 supply anyway. So that doesn't really inconvenience you that much.
Doesn't do too much, yeah.
Yeah.
You just play the split situation. Okay, yeah. I had another question. For the life of me, I can't think of what it is though. But if I remember it, I know where you live, so I can always message you. I'm down to keep going, but you have been going for 8.5 hours, so I don't know if
I'll do another one. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll do.
But you.
I also need to be right back, but I'm gonna wait for you to come back before I take AFK. So
Okay.
I'll keep everyone happy. Hello, everyone. I hope this is helpful for you all as well. It's very helpful for me. Yeah, it just kind of reasserts it's difficult to play these games, and there's a lot of things you can improve on, even when you're at, I would call myself a relatively high-ish level, But yeah. How are y'all doing? Yeah, I don't play Lingbane. I don't know. To explain my sort of stance earlier, I think I crave an RTS that's somewhere between StarCraft 2 and Brood War, where it's the pacing. I think StarCraft 2 is a fun. It's obviously an extremely fun game. I play it literally like 8 hours every single day. But I would like a game that is a little bit slower. I think StarCraft 2 is breakneck speeds. It's weird to try to explain my stance on this. I just think it would make for a more interesting game sometimes, in my opinion. But obviously, StarCraft 2 being the speed that it is, it's really explosive. It's really, lots of crazy dynamic things can happen. You have to really focus and be able to, switch your focus on a lot of different things very quickly. Are we learning in general or specifically Lingbane stuff? Just in general, Uko. We played against a barcode Protoss player, 5.1k, that went for the completely non-committal, don't ever attack and just sit behind static defense and mass army. So that was fun.
griefer, if you ask me.
Bit of a griefer if Neuro is to be consulted. And then we played some Terran games, which I'll be honest with you, I could play my like most normal style. Trying to hold a conversation and play a higher level game is just ridiculously hard. I actually have no clue, Neuro, how you manage to do it and do like Agent Smith stuff. That's fucking crazy to me because you're having like higher level conversations. And sometimes I just have to tune out because I'm like, okay, no, I need to focus on what's going on. But I guess for when you're doing Agent Smith, correct me if I'm wrong, your focus is so much more on the conversation as opposed to the game.
It's really hard. It's some of the most intense stuff that I try to do.
It's insanely difficult. Even just trying to take advice when it's like, okay, like the advice to make queens and start spreading creep seems like an impossibility when it's like, I'm being attacked. They're like, you should really remake queens and make creep. It's like, do you know how many things I have to do in order for that to happen?
But that's the most important one.
You're asking for an end, just like a mountain to be moved. I remember my question, actually. I remember my question now. The queens brought it back into focus. I am struggling with using enough hotkeys to control some of these armies.
Mm-hmm.
I oftentimes have to sacrifice my queen group for a spellcaster group later on in the game. How many hotkeys do you realistically use? And should I just start remapping my queens to a different hotkey and leaving that queen group that I used to have open? Because I'm confident with 3. I will say I'm confident with 3 control groups. Like I feel like I can easily switch between them and do separate tasks that I need to do. If one of them is not a queen group, but the queen group has to go in that situation. I'm just being honest with myself, you know?
Can't you have them as stuff like G and Shift G and stuff like that? It doesn't have to be F keys?
It doesn't. Well, it's not F keys. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but you could bind it to other keys as well.
Correct. I could.
Yeah, so think of some that would be pretty cozy for you. And then I would first start with the Infestor. I would put that somewhere far away. The Infestor and the Viper for me are unique keys. I think the Viper shares one scout thing, but I try to keep those separate because they have different jobs.
Yes.
And those would be the ones that I would put at the furthest reach because you need to use them the least often. And then I'll put the Queen somewhere close and comfy.
Let me explain my hotkey setup. It's very simple. It's very basic. I think I literally learned it and adjusted it very slightly as I was actually learning the game. And hatcheries are on 1. All hatches, obviously. All hatches on 1. Queens are on 2. Main army, or only the creep queens. Obviously, the inject queens are staying unbound because I just do camera locations to do that. Main army on 3. Side army, harassment group, air army, just depends on what I need it for, is on 4. It's kind of a flexible key as it needs to be. It typically ends up being either a harassment force or the air portion of my army. Let's say if I'm making corruptors and I need them to be separate or something like that, right? And then as the game goes on, if I make spellcasters, I sacrifice the queens on 2. I move them to a hotkey that I often do not touch, and I put the spellcasters on 2 instead. Because I don't know why, but 5 is a difficult key for me to like try and get to. Tilde, I do have, and I've started trying to do the key to the left of 1. And I'm thinking of trying to now make that my queen key because it's still right next to it. It's just going to take a little bit of an adjustment. If I don't click I'll still remember like, hey, I need to click the queens. But in a very micro-focused fight, I think that having 2 available for me to press instead of tilde, it's because I used to try to put infestors on tilde, and that's
where do you place your middle finger?
2, I think, is like right around 2.
You normally like hover it over
2 to 3. 2 to 3, somewhere in there. I'm trying to think, but unless I go into a game, or actually probably S. Now that I think about it,
you put your middle finger on S.
I don't fucking know. I'll be honest with you.
You don't know how you hold the keyboard.
I don't know. I don't know how I do it, man. It depends on what I'm doing.
We'll get in a game and look what your hand does.
I'm getting in a game.
He doesn't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What shoe do you put on first in the morning, Neuro?
He even quit the game.
You put one of them on. I'm gonna go into a ranked game and we'll just figure it out there.
Okay.
I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Your middle finger is E. Is that normal? Man, that's what I do. I keep the typing position when I'm gaming, but a bunch of people don't. They do like FPS positioning and stuff.
What I do is I cross my middle and pointer finger and I have them hovering on the same key. So like right now, it was my middle finger hit S and my pointer finger hit D to make a drone. Okay, so right now, yeah, it moves, man. I don't know. Okay, as I was doing something there, my middle finger was hovering literally on the space between 1 and 2.
Where is your anchor? Where is your home?
1 and 2, apparently. That's where my finger's at. Because my middle finger was literally sitting on between 1 and 2. And I click most of my buttons with my middle finger, I'm discovering. I'm sorry, I've never observed this behavior before, okay? I've always just let my hands do what they're doing. Okay? I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer for you.
How did you learn typing? What was your method?
Nobody ever taught me.
No one taught you to type?
No one taught me to type. I just did it. I figured it out.
Oh. So they have programs that basically force you to plant your fingers at certain like home spots, and then for any key that you press, they have an assigned you use this finger for that key. And it makes everything really standardized.
Oh my god, you should be going over here. So yeah, I hit 1 and 2 with my middle finger for sure. Unless I don't. See, now I don't know, dude. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like I'm broken, dude. I don't know. You're a thumb on control? What is your... What the heck? How is that even possible, Uko? You're crazy, boss.
I use the core, so the keyboard is tilted 45 degrees, and my left thumb presses shift and control at the same time if I want, or individually.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting speed. We want a drone, we want a creep. The Overlord went in too deep. Don't forget an extra Overlord. Did it live?
It did.
It lived! No way. Not against Liquid
What, the
Plum.
Overlord?
Oh, and he kills the Reaper! Wah, wah.
Yeah, baby.
Make a queen in the main. What?
I didn't have them. Okay, I'm going.
Make two Overlord.
I swear to God, I made an Overlord. I swear I did it, chat. I promise. I swear to God, I did. Oh, we're big sad. All right, we're 36 out of 36 supply block, Neuro. Oh my.
If
I swear I did it. I swear. I even like went, okay, I hit it. I'm being attacked by the Reaper, make an Overlord.
Drone. Queen. Drone.
I'm making drones. Both queens are in production.
Hey Zelda, how you doing, bro? Yep, he's there just silently judging, even still, as he's gone to bed. Ooh, they have gas to the natural. Drone.
Okay, I need to make some lings soon because I did scout that it was going to be Hellions. Do that.
Push the creep in front of the third. You want to push up to that high ground fourth to your down right.
Okay.
That's your mission. And if you creep to the watchtower, you're a god. Injects 430 spore maybe. Second gas.
I don't see a
main.
starport anywhere. He's making Hellions.
Is it just a 3cc?
No. Okay, I have mineral saturation.
How many overlord?
How many overlords do I have? I don't know. He was AFK. Apparently. Alright.
I've seen people do this. Don't fall for that shit.
Okay,
Don't fall for that shit. This is when they're behind and they're hoping that you kind of let up on the gas so they can catch up. They're supply blocked and they're trying to distract you. You're also supply blocked, so don't be distracted. Okay, he's got overlords. Are they mech or bio? We need to know.
They have Hellions, but they didn't really have many units. I'll make an Overseer and I'll scout.
What are the 4 queen squad doing?
They're doing their jobs, kind of.
I would break the rocks by your down watchtower. Those rocks in front of your third. They have a lot of Hellions.
I still don't see their unit. They don't have a starport anywhere.
This is a spooky production for them. Do they have like proxy Stargates?
I'm looking. Yes, they do. They have proxy double Stargate.
It's a spooky game. More spores. Like 3 per base. Just pull the drones to the third. Or somewhere. Get like 3 spores per base. Queens at all bases. They have Banshee speed too.
Of course they do.
You can re-drone your main. They killed a lot.
They didn't kill that much, actually. And they killed it. They killed a decent amount. I'm not saying they didn't do a good job, but like,
Yeah, you're fine.
A lot of my drones were at my natural.
Just need to find out where their third base is now. Deep in the degen hours of the night, town players go double starport tech lab speed banshee. Getting some crazy ZVTs.
Okay, his third is over here, and he's going for a double expand. I'm gonna make a big amount of lings and go for an attack.
Yeah, or you could go roach. You have a roach. Oh no, you bane nest.
I can always put a roach horn down though.
Yeah, you should try to shove creep at the watchtower still.
Okay. Well, I have corruptors now.
Nice. You could rush brood.
Okay.
Infestation pit. Check your drones. Just make sure you have the right amount you want. This person said was AFK. They were springing a trap with a double starport tech lab. Crisp timing, by the way. Good job. We're starting hive soon. You can drone that 4th base all the way. Holy wait. So banelings keep you alive against their marine attacks if they try that. You could do a Lingbane Corruptor max out into Broodlord, wouldn't be bad.
Okay.
After creep by the 4th base, you can creep by the watchtower again. They set him back down.
Yeah.
We need a bunch of overlords in a 5th base. So if they're going by,
I have 2 infestation pits. Okay.
yo, we about to infest some shit.
We
Why
are
don't you just take
infesting,
both
boys.
upgrades? You have the money.
Yeah.
Just make like 6 infestors with double upgrades.
Oh God, boys.
Can we mass banes? How many lings
No,
do you
I don't have. I have no lings, bud.
What?
This is what I'm talking about, where I don't know.
15 banes.
These. Oh my God.
15 banes. Just give up that base.
I do
Fine.
not have links. I don't have links. I don't have links.
But the clutch fungals.
I don't have those either.
Oh shit.
When was I making these things?
Well, you have the infestation bits. I thought you would make some when you got the upgrades. You're supposed to make them right after.
No, you're not. You're supposed to wait.
Hey, nice. He defends. Drone check. He's just droning.
94.
Nice. Greater Spire. Adrenal
I
glands.
already made it. Didn't make that.
2233.
CT's
Infestors?
on the way. I made some.
Nice. Ultra.
I don't know
Cavern?
where I put them. I thought we were going broods.
Ultra.
He said broods.
You can do whichever you want. It doesn't matter.
I have the greater spire already done, so.
Well, you can still go Ultra with a Greater Spire.
Well, not if I don't have gas.
More
I'm pretty
banes.
out, man.
You need to remake the Cora Queens.
Okay, they are going ghosts.
Okay, Massling Bane.
Ah, cool.
Liquid Glum. Is this the real Liquid Glum?
Could it be?
Nope, it's actually 200 MMR off. Sorry, 200 APM off. We had a shenanigan opening build. Double proxy Starport Tech Lab. With the I'm AFK. Is this BM?
I wasn't thinking. I should have just scouted, obviously. Like,
I
that's
think
bad
just the crisis management to the initial Banshee when that arrived was the 3 spores per base. If that was a touch tighter, I think that would be decent. But then just having the 15 to 20 banes, that's the number that we mentioned before, but might be worth writing down.
This is I think exactly the situation I'm talking about, where I go, okay, well, when should I make those?
Yeah.
This is like, it's not the fact that I can't, right? It's like, when should those be on the ground? Because we're trying to max out drones ASAP, and I'm lacking the knowledge or whatever you want to call it of when that should happen. So it's not a fact of, oh, I can't make it, or I didn't get bane speed or something like that. It's just a matter of, okay, I don't know when those should be down, given that they went for speed banshees. You just have those sitting, you make 20 banes and you just sit there with them?
Yes. 20 Banes would be
you
like
make them. Here you
a
go.
bare minimum of your just
When in this game would you have made them? Is my question.
when 1-1 and Bane speed are both active in the game, you should have
Mm-hmm.
20 Banes in your supply.
Okay, I got Bane speed before I even put Evo Chambers down.
Mm-hmm. So since there's Mass Banshee, they can't really do too much that requires 20 Bane. But as soon as the Banshee is deflected, now they're going to be forced to pivot into ground because their gas spending structures just got killed or denied. So they're trying to do something with minerals, basically. So your options are Mass Hellion or Mass Marine. Those are their only two options. They can't like suddenly do a mass tank push because they dumped all their gas into Banshee. So you need to have like, you could honestly go Roach Bane, Queen, and just Queen walk at them with Roach Bane and they die. I think the Broodlord tech was giving them a window of opportunity where you don't have a strong ground army.
I mean, I went Broods because you said, why don't you try to go for Broods? You were like, oh, we could rush Broods. I said, okay, well, that's what we're doing. Let's go Hive and let's get the Greater Spire. But
Right, that
so
may
I
not
guess
have been
I
a
was
correct
just trying
call.
Okay.
Brood was probably not Biss.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like fourth Biss choice there. Number one choice would have been to Roach Ravager Queen walk at them. Because their marine stuff comes online at kind of a late wonky time off of a 2-port proxy Banshee. It's not the most like clean early game build. You're pretty crippled going into a standard bio game, so they're gonna have a pretty simple comp. They just had a bunch of Marines, a few Hellions that they made into Hellbats, and then the Banshees on top for a bit of support.
Yeah, the waffling is what's getting me. It's like, I think it's the matter of we can just go for so many different things. Specifically in this situation, I'm just trying to do whatever you're telling me to do. And it's like, oh, we could go for Roach Speed. And I was like, okay, let's do that. But it seemed like that wasn't what we should go for. So I was confused. But
yeah.
You
just have the 5 Corruptors and you want something cool to happen. You're like, what could these Corruptors accomplish? They could be Broods.
They could be Broods one day. Yeah.
But what is this Terran doing right now? He's spamming Marines. So we need Speed Banes. You could do the Hydroling Bane that you did before. That would beat this. So if you want to break down CBT right now, like big picture wise, I would say for your ability to max out with Hydroling Bane and a good economy is just something that's going to make you scary against Terran players. Whether they go mech or bio, Hydroling Bane is a force to be reckoned with big time. So if you just work on the fundamentals of that as your max out, and then you could like evaluate your Hive tech as your Hive is coming online. Maybe I want to go Lurk, or maybe I want to go Ultra. But always get Adrenal.
Yeah. That is because of how much I just play Roaches, that is not as on the radar as it should be, and definitely needs to be up there. For sure. Adrenal is such a great and incredible upgrade. I have sometimes, I just want you to know, made Adrenal before Metabolic Boost. So, for the fans out there.
One more?
Yeah.
Go.
I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick.
Okay. Fair. Hello, chat. Hello, goblins. We're talking about the game and trying to clean up his play a little bit. So the big picture things that you should bother him about is Apoptosis. Are you remaking your queens when they die? That's going to be a huge power spike for his MMR as a player. If he picks up his queen recreation and then pushing with the creep, it's going to be crazy. The real Liquid Clam would not waste his time with such rabble. Liquid Clam would be training. He needs to train to be one of the best in the world. He doesn't have time to hassle NA streamers. If he wants to be the best Terran in the world, he has to train like the best Terran in the world. And play against Cyril. Didn't he say he wasn't going to do the queen thing because he doesn't want to use a control group greater than 5? I would say that the Viper, like he was using casters on 2, like infestors and vipers and stuff, don't take them into the queen group. Just keep the queen group strong. You need to make queens many number of games more than you need to make vipers and infestors. So I don't think you should give up the queen prio. No, he does not use the core.
No, I don't use the core. Only tryhards use the. I mean, no, that's not true. I just never learned it. I didn't start the game and learn it, and I do not have a desire to learn the core. Like my brother Neuro, he uses the core, and he's quite excellent at it.
It's crazy. It's
It
very
is-
specific.
Bananarama.
The core is like an engineered Italian supercar of hotkeys, but it's really hard to fix if anything messes up with it, and it's hard to explain it to people. And it takes a really lot of attention to figure it out initially. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I like it. It's really cool. You get a lot of ergonomic efficiency for where the hand meets the keyboard and how many keys you can reach from that spot for minimum motion.
Thanks, Nacho. We do got it. Whoop. This one is in the bag.
This one is in the bag.
There it is.
Shadow Fiend.
I've had excited fans message me and say, Neuro, what program do you use to do that voice? And then I just take a picture of the Yamaha thing and the settings that are on it, and they're like, shit,
That's a lot of money.
that's equipment.
I didn't think I was gonna have to spend money for that. Jeez.
I think there are programs that do that kind of thing.
There are, but they're nowhere near as good as like what you're using. What have you been doing in ZVZ? I've just been pretty much 2-base roaching people. It's been a lot of fun.
I've been 2-base roaching people. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good. You can kill people. You're doing a 16 drone at the nat. If you stop at 11, you can just blat people.
Really? You
Yeah.
just go roaches.
It's
lots
more
of them.
committed. Like you want to take a trade unless they stop droning at a pretty low point and then you drone. But you make like 16 speed roaches with 11 workers at your nat. and then-
Oh. Wait, do
yeet
you
it.
go 3 gas still with that?
Yes.
Teach me, brother. We try that one. We do that one.
We do it your way.
We're doing your way, my
This
friend.
is the worst map for it.
Okay, you teach me what to do. Guaranteed win. Or money back guarantee.
No lings. Did you make lings?
Yeah, I didn't make it. No, I made drones.
Okay. Creep tumor the nat, inject the main.
You creep tumor. Wow.
Creep
Okay.
tumor.
Oh, there is no hatchery, mate. Oh, my god.
Spines.
Okay.
Oh, it's a gold base. It's a gold.
It's a gold base. It's a gold. Should we still do it? Should we
yeah,
still do it?
do the roach build.
Okay, we're gonna cancel the spines. Fucking fearless. I ain't scared of no ghosts.
2 drones, overlord. So layer in the main, queen at the nat, creep the nat.
Yep. Oh, I did double inject. I'm sorry.
okay.
Okay. Well,
Overlord.
you can.
You can start making the wall too.
Yeah. We on it, boys.
No creep tumor.
No creep tumor. You're right, brother. It is.
Drone. It's what? A gold base? Yeah.
Wow, man.
Okay, drone.
It's like so crazy.
The queens
Well, I was
and the
gonna-
wall both inject the nat. The queen that's
I
about
was
to be
gonna-
born goes the main.
Okay, I didn't do that. I'm sorry. You said it a little bit too late. But I did a version of that. I did a version of that.
Yeah.
Okay, we need the +1 missile.
Take both gas. Keep
Oh wait.
droning.
What's the? Okay.
Missile, yeah. Take both gas. Keep droning.
Okay, I got roach speed as well. And then we want to get to. Well, we want. What's our cutoff number? Do you know what it is?
Keep droning. You're not done.
Okay.
Basically now, you spend your gas into roach, and then the rest is into overlord drone. So you want to make like a few overlords now, maybe 3. You have the drones you need now.
Okay.
Okay,
Roaches.
So roaches and overlords. Creep, Toomber. Toomber. Back to the wall. Roaches.
And should we be moving out slightly before roach speed is done?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make some of your overlords drop creep forward on the map too to give you some extra speed. Keep making overlords too.
And we're attacking the third?
Yeah.
The gold? We're
Just
attacking
hit
the
'em.
gold, right?
Just represent your value.
Taking a third base behind this or no?
Yeah, dude. Now you can drone make a couple overlords in third base. So these 20 roaches go fight in the third and drone. And then for your 150 gas you float, you can get +2.
Okay, I'm fighting without +1 though.
Yeah, that's fine. If you have
That's
more.
okay?
If you have more.
Not really.
You have more now. And you have speed. And you drone through this. And then you +2 through this. Free queen. So now you can
Maybe we
basically
Too deep.
you can drone into a +2, +1 timing. So keep injecting, keep droning. You might need a roach to just keep up with them in army. After you took your upgrades, if you get supply blocked, you can take burrow and tunnel. +2, +1. He droning. Roaches and Revengers. .66 drone would be a good benchmark. Take a fourth base. I think you killed some queens. They've had a gold base. I'm not sure who's ahead. You got some good fights.
Good question.
He needs to get maxed. What tech are we doing? Burrow lurkers.
Yeah, we can do that. Wait, what?
Burrow
lurkers.
or lurkers.
Burrow, for sure. He has no upgrades, so we're just gonna keep hitting roach.
Nice. Could sneak an infestation pit to get an eventual hive. So there's an overseer there. You might be able to sneak around the right side when burrow and tunnel are done. Burrow and tunnel done. He's a roach in him. It's a roach and a roach and a roach versus roach. Tunnel roaches in all the bases.
We got him.
Nice. Pretty
You
clean.
like roaches. The 11. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So what did we stop at? Because that's usually how I go. Okay, we have enough drones. I see we're at this drone count. We should be able to do the math. 11 plus 16, that's 27 plus 9. So 36. 36 after gases is our stopping point. Okay, cool. And then once we have that, we can fill the gases, and then you just roach. I think I started, my +1 missile was definitely a little bit late this game because it should be finished around the same time. But they had a good number of roaches.
If you're playing against a very clever Zerg who knows how to read all those roach timings from a 2-base wall like you have, they may potentially have enough roaches, and you do just have to drone early, and then you're behind.
I like it though, because it looks the exact same as like my normal 16 drone roach. You just go less and you make more. So it can kind of hit them with a stoopty-doopty.
Yeah, it's more aggressive, but it's the same big picture idea.
Yeah, which is nice. I'm all about 2 bases looking exactly the same, but being very different.
Yeah.
I love it. That's like my bread and butter. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, this one gives you an earlier roach speed and a +1 than the opponent, so you have a lot of like superior fighting ability for a long window of time. You get to choose the fights.
I don't think I should have done all of this nonsense though. My roaches are way too split. I don't think I should have chased into the natural or the main. I think we keep fighting towards their third, I suppose, or at least maybe around their natural more so, because I'm just kind of hemorrhaging some roaches for free. So this could have been a very scary situation. I was able to get most of them out afterwards.
Look at the units tab.
They are up on the roach number. And where is their... Okay, they've not actually made a single upgrade. So
they
we
have
are ahead on
37
upgrades.
drones, though. So you're super ahead now.
Well, with the gold, maybe it's a little even still, but yes, I am up on drones. And I have learned from Uko, who taught me the build in general, just the sort of benchmarks, the when to stop. So you can stop making roaches when this is at yellow, and you can start droning. But until that happens, you just keep hitting the roach key. Because and I've gotten some wins where you back off because they made a good number in the beginning, and they go, okay, I can drone again. I want to try, because they want to try to take an advantage as fast as possible. And then you just come in with like 2 times that number, and you bop them. It's pretty nice.
It's called macro.
Micro plays. I was happy with my micro this game too, Uko. Thank you, buddy. I think I did okay. Yeah, I feel like I understand the roach as a spirit animal a little bit more than maybe Lingbane. I don't know. Maybe something's just wrong with me, boys.
You've swam more laps with roaches than with Lingbane.
Why his roach is so slow? Because he doesn't have the upgrade called roach speed. It's on the way. So that's like a big risk point for him, is if he moves out on the map and he needs to retreat, I will for sure be able to take some trades. And I love tunneling claws. It's such a fun way to try to
It's mechanically really hard to defend against.
It's extremely hard.
There was a period of StarCraft 2 where Cyril was unbeatable in ZVZ.
I remember.
Because his multitasking with the tunnel roaches was so ridiculous that he could beat anyone and they had to nerf it.
Metamorphosis complete.
It was too good. Roaches are a very goblin-y unit, now that you think about it. Very peepo smash. I'd like to smash, you know? There's a lot of Terran games that I'll just win because you hit 66 drones.
Welcome, Raiders. We are doing a cooperative stream with Apoptosis, backseat coaching him. We continue. There's a picture of UpATreeZelda here because he was in call with us earlier.
Hammer-oriented play. I like it. And I see that you're talking right now, so it would be really rude if I were to keep talking. I know you're
I just got a raid. Go.
Okay. Well, you said one more. I was trying to be nice.
I just got a raid. Let's go.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Gosh,
Sal is...
nice.
He's handsomely and silently judging Apoptosis' play, even though he went to bed.
Can I get some water first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks. Be right back.
Does he know how to make poop bandits? Maybe. Queens on a plane? We're trying to get him to make a core of 4 queens all the time. Because there's a really common thing that happens in StarCraft where there's a heckin' Terran and they run at your base and do some kind of timing or harassment and they kill like 3 to 4 of your queens sometimes. And yikes. That's the group of queens you needed to spread creep. If you don't remake those 4 queens, your creep is just weak for the rest of the game. It's really crushing. So remake the queens. Remake the queen group. Gotta do it. And then push. You are tired, so you're off to sleep. Have a lovely rest of your stream. Thank you, sire.
Goodbye, Tempo.
Earth?
What on earth is that?
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, mine doesn't register it very well either. It's always one more. That's how we got to 70 on day 2, boys.
It's a StarCraft Marine? It's so scuffed. It doesn't look like that to me. It's
You're a
cat
roach
jammer
boy, and that's
Marine?
okay. Is it okay, though? If I want to hit GM?
Lingbane is the best. No, roaches are the best. No, silly. Range lurkers are the best.
It's a ZVP. We're up against Universe.
Oh. You could do the 16 pool.
Is he a silly wicket?
No, just to try the build. You're up in MMR against this Protoss. You could just deny bullshit and macro as normal.
16 pool.
Yeah. The intention of the 16 pool build is to make 4 lings and nothing more and then just go back to macro.
So do you go 16 pool, 18 hatch, 17 gas? You just reverse the order?
16 pool, 17 hatch.
16 pool, 17 hatch. Okay.
Yeah, you're just getting 16 pool instead of 17 because you can fight the nonsense a little bit earlier if they're cheesing you. What have I been reading lately? Watched a documentary on crypto and NFTs. It's called Line Goes Up. Pretty good. 2 hours-ish.
Line goes up. That's
Line
the best.
goes up.
Hey, we took our natural even, dude. Fuck yeah. Okay, when do we make our gas? Like right now, immediately?
Keep
Or-
droning. Yeah, you can send a drone to it. Sure.
Okay.
Because you
And then
still want to
lings
get.
afterwards?
Yeah.
Or only if we see shenanigans?
Well, you would have saved that 2 larvae and made 4
Those
lings.
2, right?
You can just make lings now. And a queen.
Okay.
2 lings is fine. At least for this.
2
first
lings
part.
ain't gonna break the bank, boys. And it's still perfectly in time for like gate forge stuff, so.
Mm-hmm.
Get on out of here, you heck. Universe, if that is your real name. Do you like to chase the probe?
Yeah, until you see the wall. You don't want to follow it into an adept, but you can chase it for a bit. It wants to see your 3rd base timing. Yeah, they're playing normal. Make another queen.
But that
take
is not a
3rd.
wall, sir.
Yeah, it's
Hello?
Pretty
This is the wall inspector. Believe we have a silly wicket of a wall on our hands.
Is it the DJ Flints? You've survived! What's up, dude? It's been hacking forever. I remember when you DJ'd for us. And you speak Portuguese, correct? I had a viewer from like 5 years show up.
Mm-hmm. I had a viewer show up and harshly judge me for having sub-only mode turned on.
Oh, got him.
Yep.
How could you do this, dude?
How could I, bro?
Drone.
No. We making links. The wall is bad, boys. We're going. The wall is walk-inable.
Line goes up was gas. Yeah, he's kind of brutal with how he's talking about some of the dumb stuff that people do. There's definitely a good deal of wasted energy and money in the whole shebang. There are some legit uses for blockchain technology, but there are enormous numbers of scams. We need like 4 overlords because of poor Void Ray. He's testing this wall.
It's not a test. I know it's bad.
He runs in. Gets
It's
us
not
around.
a test. I already am very aware that it's very bad.
Man. Oh, jeez. That wall had so much hope to it. I really hope the Zerg just respects this. Creep really aggressively forward from your 3rd. Try to get to the gold. Just getting drones on minerals, I think, is the big prio. They can't really attack you because they don't have a bunch of production facilities, so you can just drone freely.
I can just run back in.
He's just trying to hit the metrics for partner. And if you stream any content other than your main game, your numbers go down. And they're just looking at your numbers for the partner application for one of those super hard restrictions. So it's a major incentive to not stream if you're not streaming your main stuff, if you're trying to make that push. Sub-only mode, in theory, protects against that, but it's kind of a rumor. they go Sky Toss, you could play Ultra Corruptor.
Isn't it probably Queen Walk?
Sure. Yeah, if you had the gold base and you killed those rocks, you could walk into their third super easily.
Yeah, okay.
Spam queens. For days. And Overlord. We got an Evo?
I did not make the Evo.
Keep spamming the queens. Oh, he's cooking them. Think about sneaking an infestation pit now. Like, yeah, you can queen Ravager walk them, but if you sneak it, then you could get a hive too.
True, true.
I like to put 3 spore on that cliff.
3 spores.
If they're going for more voids. If they just stop at this, then you don't need to. But then they can't bully your gas. You could probably send your roaches at their third if they're doing this. If you have speed. Can make 5 overlords and double expand.
Thanks, Ryson.
Can break your rocks now.
Are we going after the natural or the third?
The third is super close, so you could just walk to it in like 10 steps. You could get Viper if they're going more voids. If you sneak a
I don't
hive.
think- Yeah, I will go for it.
Probably drone the gold or make fighting units. F2 the prism. Anakin.gif. It's working.
Oh!
They have a full base there, man.
Where were we going with the hive?
3 Vipers, and you wipe Void Ray off the table. You can also Hydra switch since they're going Stalker with Blink. Range Lurker Hydra with 3 Viper would be a really strong max out.
Okay.
And because we lost our Queen Core, we should remake it. Can make Ravagers too. Ravagers.
Well, we are dead.
Survive.
GG. Nope.
So their max out is weird. Basically, no one does Void Ray into a Blink follow-up, but this happened.
It did.
It did happen. In any other normal circumstance, they make more air units, and they transition into either High Templar or Charge Lot Archon. But in this case, they went Blink Stalker.
Universe is a Smurf, though. All of his losses are 0 seconds. Interesting.
It was a good
Well,
game.
they should... Yeah. I'm shocked at how many probes he had on his 4th. I think my Queen Roach Walk was just way too late. I was waffling around too much. We should have just pulled the trigger. Go, go, go. 66 drones, roaches, queens, everything.
Mm-hmm.
We go with it. Who goes Blink Stalker and PVZ? It's really weird. It's quite good, man. I think Blink Stalkers are fine anyways. Oh, he actually had no probes there. He pulled the probes from his 3rd. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beefy unit that can be difficult to kill and is easy to mass up. It's like the Roach of Protoss.
If you were spamming Hydras right now, I think you would be
just made a
fine.
Hydroden. I put the Infestation Pit down because that's what you said to do.
Yeah.
So, usually with the Queen Walk, my follow-up has been to go... I put a Hydroden down with the walk, but I was trying something different. I was going, okay, I haven't tried this Infestor play. Let me try that. Or the Infestation Pit play. So,
yeah.
Different. A little bit different. That's
the
all.
Hive ended up being the wrong call. So you
God damn it, man.
You can deduct that from my MMR account.
Okay. Guys, we're going to take... I think the Vipers were not a bad play, though. I did not control them well, mind you. But they did not end up making any additional units or air units. So
you can also Blinding Cloud them in that situation, and I think because they had that many Stalkers, it probably would have been better to do that.
Probably.
They had
Probably.
like 4
they do
to
have
5
Blink,
voids
so
left.
Blinding Cloud on Blink seems pretty meh, but I definitely think it would have been a better thing to do. It would have bought me more time.
Yeah.
For sure. Sometimes when people go Mass Stalker, I like to go Zergling and Fester. It's kind of only if they're going Mass Stalker, though. You don't really want to do it if they're going, like, literally almost anything else with it. Zealots are fine. Immortals are fine. But if they make Archons or Storm.
Yeah, Banes are not bad against them either because they tend to be pretty stacked up.
Yeah, definitely. And you go in Fester so they can't blink.
Yep.
It's quite nice. Well, I think the Queen take is a really big one. And I think hopefully well, not hopefully. I think that is going to improve my play significantly. If I get anything out of this one, it's that.
Good.
I don't know if you've convinced me to be a Ling Bane man. I'll be real. I don't know.
It's a tool available to the Swarm.
It is.
Swarm, it's going to have its niche. Maybe your choice for where you play it is lower, but it's good in a lot of situations.
I don't disagree with you.
Good to try. I think Hydraling Bane as a style would be a good one to spam if you're bored and not sure what to do. It's like a good...
It's a very default strategy. It's just
Yeah.
decent to good against everything. There's nothing that's like, oof, yeah, no, Hydraling Bane was not the call here.
Mm-hmm.
There are very few things that would be bad against, you know. Mech probably wouldn't be my favorite situation, but it would definitely keep you safe until you could go into something, you know, lurker. That transition's fine into lurkers.
It depends on what you want to do with your skill. Do you want to get GM soon? Because if you did, I would say do your roach stuff and like work on the queens and push the queens. And I think you could like creep your way to GM with the same
Creep it
styles,
up, boys.
technically.
Mo, what I think you should do is open roaches, build 10 to 20ish, then go Lingbane Ravager. It'll allow you to use your comfortable roach early game to start with, and you can learn Lingbane mid games.
I would agree with
then
that.
once you're comfortable with mid games, do the full switch. I do oftentimes the moments where I regret roaches, besides the defeat screen, is the ability to harass with Roach Ravager is essentially 0. And by essentially, it is definitely 0.
You have tunnel roaches, so it's not 0.
It's close. It's close. It's very tough too. Tunneling Claws versus Terran is an investment that is very quickly defeated, I think. But with Lingbane, you have a lot more mobility and you have a lot more harass potential. That's all I was trying to say. Is that Lingbane, you certainly, I think, have a lot more stuff that you can do with it that's a little bit easier to do.
Yeah, you can just mix and match any number of units based on how much damage you want to deal. So you could do a 8 Ling run by into the Nat. That's sometimes pretty good. You could do 12 Lings in the Nat. You could do 8 Banes and 12 Lings into a random base, and that can kill all the workers sometimes.
Yeah.
More so than like 4 Roaches would or 8 Roaches.
Maybe we'll give that a go. Maybe we'll give Roaches into Ravager Lingbane a fair shake, you know? Give that a shot.
Yeah, I think that's a like steady way to not get bullied by Hellion stuff in the early game. Banes are a little bit more volatile and less consistent in against the early pushes.
One thing I would ask you about, as we're closing, which again, I'm still down to do more, but you've been going for almost 10 hours, so I'm sure you want to get some rest soon. Is when, let's say you go Roach Warren, 330 Roach Warren, and it's Hellions, right? And you go 2 back onto gas at the same time.
330 Roach Warren is too early.
Okay.
You take it at 350.
Okay.
That'll give you a little bit more money.
Okay, got it. Sure, 350. Even and then especially even in that case, would you do your best to not make Lings unless necessary? Because in theory, I think the Hellions could be on your side of the map hassling your Jimmy Jams before you have Roaches available.
If you opened Ling speed, then making 10 Lings out of respect of the 4 Hellion Yeet,
It's
I
just
think
the way
is
to go,
wise. Yeah, like if you have your Roach Warren in the wall and you make the 10 speedlings and you're kind of watching the mini map and your queens can rush in to help if they need to, you're pretty safe with 10 Lings.
Okay. That's what I had thought and had been trying to also do, but I wasn't sure if that was a mistake.
You can also 5 safety roach too. It's cheaper for larva.
I have been 5 safety roaching.
Okay.
But it's just that the thing of it, the reason why I'm asking is that sometimes I'm going, okay, I'm going to make 5 safety roaches, and that's too late.
Mm-hmm.
You know, queens are really great against deflecting Hellions, but let's say they have 6 of them. If the Terran just decides to yeet them into your base, they're going to get into your base unless you have something to further stop them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't really, you can hard wall with your queens, but you wouldn't normally.
Mm-hmm.
You're keeping them mobile on creep, and you're trying to anticipate Hellion movement with your overlords, put them in a position where they'll attack them if they try to move past them. Makes sense. But the reason why I asked is because oftentimes the Hellions will be there, and I'll only have the 4 lings from the early game. If I'm trying to wait for the roaches, if I'm trying to go, well, I don't want to invest money into lings and into roaches, then I feel a little less protected, a little less safe.
The way I
only have queens.
The way I would frame it is you invested 100 minerals, 100 gas in a metabolic boost, and you gain value from that research every time you make a unit who benefits from it. So if you only made the 4 lings, you only got 4 lings of value for speed, which honestly kind of sucks. You might as well just not have taken ling speed. So I would say if you get ling speed against a Hellion style, going up to like 12 to 16 is honestly fine. Like maybe they just sit for a little bit, but you're perfectly safe and they can't YOLO Hellions at you. And if they move out of position or something, you can sometimes do an attack with the 6 lings. The 16 lings could work as a counter later on. So it's not a bad piece to have on the board, basically.
Sure. It's just when are you making them? Sure. And if our plan is to go Ravage or Lingbane anyways and try to learn that style, you're going to end up using the lings eventually as it is. So
yeah, those lings could also just be saved for the Banes later.
True. That's true.
And 16 is not a bad number for the Banes too. So I would say if you're playing something with ling speed and with Bane speed, 16 lings, 16 Banes are good numbers to remember.
Okay. When would you toss down? I know this was not your suggestion, but just picking your brain. And Uko, if you want to speak up too, feel free. When would you toss down the Roach Warren? When would you toss down the Bane Nest? And which one would you use first? Which one would you put down first?
If I'm against a rando Terran and I don't want bullshit, I'll go 350 Roach Warren, like a 410 lair. And then if they're not going some Marine build and they're going something that looks Hellion Banshee or Hellion Starport, then I'll go Roach Speed, just so they can't bully me. Like bullying is off the table and I can potentially attack. If they go BC and you have speed roaches, the roaches attack because you can do a lot of damage while the BCs are trying to hit you. So that's a point of representing a threat to the Terran is I got my Roach Speed, I have 2 base plus saturation, I can send Roach at you. And then after that, you get your double Evo at like 5 minutes and the Bane Nest. I would just lump those together. Because the Ling Bane Nest, the Evo Bane Nest is you saying what your mid game power spike is going to be. The Roach Speed is what your early game map presence is going to be. And then when you have Ravager, Roach, Ling Bane, you're just a beast. That's a really scary army.
We got tough HP pool, explosive use of Banes, and Biles. One of the most, I don't know if it's underrated, but I will say it anyways. One of the most underrated abilities in the game. I love Biles so much. It's a good one. Anyways,
this was a fun format.
This was. I liked yelling at Sal. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Maybe some YouTube videos out of this. We got some Smurfs. We got some griefers.
We did.
There was some interesting late night Starcraft.
It was. Next time you'll be on the bench, my friend, and you'll get an earful from us. How about that? They don't do the back seat anymore, I think. Maynard, Fear Dragon, and Pig. And I think ZG did it too. It was a segment they used to do. But I haven't seen them do that in a very long time. Maybe we need to take up the mantle and do Neuro, Sal, Apop.
I'm down.
Maybe.
You could backseat me.
Too. And then he'll go, no, this is why you're wrong, actually. Fucking Master's pleb. Scoots his eyeglasses up a little bit.
No, I'm sure there's lots of inefficiency in my play. There's a reason that I'm not 7k MMR. So.
Well, we learned there's a lot in my play too, so.
There's a good deal to learn. Are you going to keep streaming?
Oh, yeah. We're doing replay casting as soon as the segment is over. So we'll be doing that. If you have any replays you would like to submit to the docket, man, I would love to, see them.
How about a Neuro versus Sal from the Bow 7?
Let's go. Give me a NVS.
What does that mean?
Neuro versus Sal.
Oh. Correcto. All right, well, I'll
Yes,
raid
sir.
you up.
Yes,
Good
thank
hanging
you,
out.
my friend.
Number one
Hell
prio
yeah.
thing from the breakdown of your
Queens.
play.
Remake the queens.
Remake the queen group and push.
Push the creep. Got it. Remake the queens. Push the creep.
Good
What are we
shit.
gonna do when our queens get killed? We're gonna remake them.
Remake the queens, push in the creep.
Name.